I think it's on. Okay, we'll just talk. We'll see if it's live or not. So, all right.
Hey, everyone.
There we go. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Plastic Fanatics, the late night Aftercast, episode 155. I'm your host, Victory Saber 77. Got a good show. We do have a blast from the past, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. But let's get into some introductions and hauls and all that type of stuff, and then we'll get into some screen sharing and all that. Charles, how you doing?
I'm all right, man. Could be better.
Good. All right. Well, did you get anything to make it better this week?
Yeah, I got a few things. I got a couple of these little the Marvel Legends. I got Wolverine and Iron Man. Yeah.
You found that Wolverine? I'm impressed.
That's cool.
Good for you. That is cool.
Where'd you find
Toys R Us.
There you go.
No shit. All right.
And cool. They had all of them but the Spider-Man.
Cool.
And
isn't it like the pizza? It's the pizza Spidey, right? That they have in the packaged.
I think so.
Yeah. Yep.
On the card. Yeah. That's a good figure.
And I also picked up both It movies on Blu-ray, original and the new one, as well as season 9 of Dragon Ball Z on Blu-ray.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Right on.
Man. My son would be envious of you. He's a big Dragon Ball Z fan. That's got him into it, and then I kind of lost interest in it, and he stayed with it.
Nice.
Yeah,
have you seen the It movies, Charles?
I've seen the original like a long time ago, and then last couple of years I've seen like bits and pieces of it when it comes on TV.
All right, but you haven't seen the new one yet, though.
No.
All right. Well, this is what happens. No, I'm kidding. That's my job.
I heard it was.
I go around just spoiling stuff. Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Oh, well, let me tell you all about that thing.
I've heard that the new one's pretty good, though. I mean, I've heard it definitely is different. It's different from the old one, and they said they improved some things. And
yeah, I think
one of the old ones scared the shit.
I think it's good. Just watch it without any lights on.
Oh, that's the plan.
There you go.
And just go for it. All right. Yeah. Anything else for you?
That's it.
All right. Down the road we go. Russ, how you doing?
What's up, Bubba? How you doing, man? Eagles win. Woo! Yeah. All right, anyway. I picked up Marvel Legends Nebula.
Nebula, cool.
They clearanced them in Walmart at like $9, and I was like, yeah, I'll get it. I like Nebula. She's cool. And
for $9, yeah, especially.
Yeah, I was gonna get the Gamora. They had a Gamora there, but something was up with her face, dude. The paint was all banged up on her face. I was like,
I just call it battle scars.
Yeah, that's what I thought about it, and I was like, no, I'll be annoyed the whole time I'm looking at it. I'll be pissed off. So I just got Nebula, stuck with that, and let me see. Did I get anything else? Actually, I think that's all I got this week. I don't got anything else. I can tell you what I'm going to get. I have not gotten my Sunstreaker yet. The damn thing just left Japan like a couple days ago. Fucking slow boat in China. It's like Japan to China.
I know. It's like nice.
I told Anna, I said, next time I buy something from overseas, I'm getting like the fast shipping. I'm spending some extra money and I'm getting extra shipping, so I get it sometime here. But yeah, that's cool.
Definitely, I would go EMS.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's that much more expensive anyway. So I was like, it's definitely worth it to do it. And hopefully next week. I'm hoping. I'm fingers crossed.
All right.
And I'm definitely going to be getting a Voltron now. Somebody posted up something, and I was like, "Oh, that looks fucking cool."
Yeah,
it does look good.
Oh, what about you, James? What did you get this week, man?
What did I get? I'll just
yeah.
The link to Darius. I got the Voltron, and it was
nice.
It's a good set.
Uh-huh.
If you're familiar with the with the Netflix version. It's the same quality, same gimmicks, all that type of stuff. And I think it's I think it's great, especially for the money. I think it's fantastic. I love the voice chip in there of the original actor.
Yeah. I thought that was cool.
That was cool. That was a nice nod. I do have a story. It's like a Rust story. So I found him at Target. I found all of them except for one. Now it wasn't the red line; it was the blue line. But I was going through. I'm like, oh crap, there they are. And I'm like, all right, picked them up, and I'm like, okay, where's the blue? Because they come in like one per case. So I'm like, all right, where is it? And all this. I got the black one. I got everything. I'm like, there's no blue. I'm like, fuck, I got Rust. Like,
you got Rust?
Someone just took one of the freaking lions. I'm like, crap, this sucks. And it's a leg too. So I'm like, oh man, he's gonna be on a crutch now. This sucks. What am I gonna do with my Voltron? And so
handicap Voltron.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, all right. So we went over to Walmart, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna run in real quick with my daughter. And I told my wife, could you call the other Target just to see if they have it and all that kind of stuff. She's like, yeah, okay, fine. I'm like, all right. So we run in there, and I'm like, all right, cool. I go in there, and I was like, oh, thank God they had a blue one. I'm like, yes.
Man, that's.
It was nice to get them all in one big, swoop and such. So
that is something my ass would do too. Oh, I like the blue line. I'll get that one now.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Come on. So but other than that, what else did I get? I got the Play Arts Kai remake of Barrett Wallace. That's cool. I'm a loss for words for that product that what Square Enix did. It's a nice looking figure, really cool, but they retail for $150, and the damn thing only comes with 2 accessory pieces.
That's just crazy.
Wow. Another hand and a pair of shades.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm like, oh my God.
That's damn.
Yeah, it sucked. And then I got some of the Power of the Prime stuff. I did see Optimus. I did see Rodimus.
Yeah, I did too, actually. I did too. I didn't. I picked up the Optimus, and I was like thinking about it, and I said, I don't know, man. I mean, really, I get it just for the damn Orion Pax figure, I just don't know.
That's what I
want to do with the rest of it,
But I was like, okay, this is not what I'm looking for. I put it back, and then I thought, okay, the next day, or if I see it again, I'll pick it up. But now it was gone. It's one per case. So I was like, well, it's not like I won't see it again. So
I'm sure it'll be around. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But what's up, Darius? How you doing?
What's up, Big D? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm good, guys. Just got back from DC.
Nice.
I went to that DC and DC event earlier.
Nice.
How was it?
It was cool. I met some nice artists that I've known for years, and new artists that's there. I saw the Black Lightning premiere.
Did you like it?
It's too early to tell for me. I feel that DC is using this to try to compete with Black Panther, and
really.
Yeah, look at the time it's coming out. It's coming out in January, just a month. Duke, I'm sorry, guys.
No problem.
Sit. It just seems it's just coinciding with everything that Marvel's doing with that,
Yeah.
And I'm a big Black Lightning fan too. As I read the comic books as well. He was part of the Batman and the Outsiders and everything. So I'm excited for it, but it's just we'll see. I like it so far, but it's still early to tell, from one episode.
Yeah. And it's not part of any universe as far as
so far it's not part of any of the it's not part of the Arrowverse, it's not part of Supergirl's universe. So I don't know what Earth is supposed to be representing yet because they haven't mentioned it yet. So who knows? They may decide that this is a mistake. We may have to slap them in one of the Earths that the other DC characters are in. But right now he's separate from everything. So
interesting.
So we're not gonna have a crossover with him probably anytime soon.
Not any. Maybe season 2 if it lasts that long. Who knows? But
that's really funny, man.
I mean, it just feels like they're trying to cash in on the Black empowerment superhero but like how well received Black Panther is being at this moment. So
Yeah, I heard.
but it's too early to tell.
What's that I read? I read that Black Panther has more pre-sales and tickets so far than any other Marvel movie.
Really?
I was like, holy shit, dude. Yeah, man. There's
people
a ton
going
of people
deep in this. They're going in on this one.
Yeah, they are. Definitely going to go see it.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Like I was excited to work on the Black Panther wave because that was the one thing I really wanted to work on in anything when they announced it. So I already told my bosses, listen, I want this. This is something I'm going to do, and I'm doing it anyway because I'm part of the. I work on that brand anyway, so this is me, all fucking me.
It's a nice wave. I will tell you that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a nice wave.
So,
Darius, you do good work.
I even said, thank you. I already told them I was going to take the heat. If it doesn't work well, if it doesn't receive well, I'll take the fucking heat. But I'm doing this shit. I don't care.
No, it's nice. I mean, the Black Panther has a separate head. Iron Man, Black Bolt, Namor, and it's nice. The Build-A-Figure is a little kind of like okay, but I mean, it's okay.
The problem is it was like with the Build-A-Figure, right? It was two issues.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to use somebody else. I can't say right now. He may be a Build-A-Figure for the next wave, but there is but I understand why they want it because they want to introduce more movie characters and that was the only movie character they thought it would be work for that favor. So because normally Build-A-Figures for me it should be bigger characters, not just a run-the-mill character, especially the female characters. So but I understand why and to stretch it out and they don't want to give out too much. If they did that Build-A-Figure, it would give out too much of the movie. So that's why they didn't do it. So
it makes sense for parts count too. I mean, if we had a bigger figure, we probably wouldn't have those extra heads.
That's true. Right. Because you're talking about how much plastic has to be used, and
I mean, it works. I think it works, and it's a good set.
And another issue I had, it was a kind of a fight this is a fight that I lost. Was the Namor body. I did not want to use that body for Namor. I wanted a slimmer body.
Really? Well, he kind of
I feel to me
in a comic book,
Well, yeah, for my design and my take on Namor, he should have a swimmer's body,
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And that was, and I felt that body is too bulky for that. But they needed to they had to reuse the Buck body for whatever reason, and they weren't budging. They was not going to budge on it. So like, okay, fine. But the original design of Namor had a slimmer body, just as so. But everything else, I'm happy how everything came out. I mean, unfortunately, there's a few quality control issues. Somebody had they sent me a picture. They bought a Iron Man, and the Tony Stark goatee was kind of I died laughing. I said, "Yo, there's nothing I could do about it, dude." But shit like that happens, So
well, you're talking about mass production. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna have some issues,
Yeah.
But the Iron Man figure to me is a great figure regardless. I told him put a different Tony Stark head on the time being, and hopefully you could find a loose one somewhere, And if I'm nice, I'll send him a Tony Stark head, But I died laughing when I saw that picture.
That's so crazy, dude.
He was like, "Goddamn Hasbro screwing me." I said, "Yeah, Hasbro is particularly screwing you, dude. Just you.
Yeah.
They're on a vendetta against you, buddy."
They're like, we know he's gonna buy this one. So
unless you got it from an e-tailer, I mean, you can't really help that. But if you got it at a store, you can see it and see like, okay, I'm gonna pick this up.
I think he got it from an e-tailer because that's the only reason.
Keep it in package and then find one in stores when you would do, and then return the one that's defective.
Yeah, sweet. That's what I mean. And one last thing. And one last thing before we get on the topic, I just want to share my hauls for this
I was going to ask you about
that.
Yeah, I went crazy this week. This is the most crazy I ever went. I bought like mad third-party Transformers from Tyler
Tyler.
Liddy. Yeah, Tyler. Shout out to that dude. You know.
Yeah, he's like selling off his shit, isn't he? He's like he's
Yeah,
liquidating.
he's selling his Transformers collection and Phoenix. I got Downbeat. I got Grump, Brawny, and Chigara, the DX9 Astro Train.
Yeah.
From
Chigar.
Chigar, Ohio, Choo Choo, whatever. I picked those up from him. I picked up what else I picked up? I picked up a Kumbao MP Voyager Optimus because I needed another one.
Nice.
Cool.
And I got that from the Transformers Cafe from a dude, and also I got the Big Spring open play. You know, and you know what? I'm playing with that Big Spring, and I hear people's gripes, but for that price, yo, it's not bad. I already used my 3D printer at work to print out a better Springer face for it and everything else. And I'm trying to see what other gripes that people have besides the face. It's a nice figure. I understand that there's a lot of fans, toys, fanboys that is like griping because of it, you know. And I feel, you know, not to start trouble or whatever, I feel that people are trying to feel vindicated paying whatever they paid for the Apache when this Big Spring came out, you know?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so but I have Apache, and I only reason why I bought the Big Spring, I thought it was like, you know, a chug scale, but I didn't know it was an MP scale because like the big gun that they did was chug scale, like a leader class chug scale. So I thought I could just put this in my chugs and just play with it, but this shit is big. So now I have an extra Springer to do something with it. I have no what I want to do with it yet. So I'm probably gonna take it and customize it. And from you know when the last stand of the records when he got all messed up by Overlord and shit. So I probably just do that version of him all dead and destroyed and everything. And let's see. Shout out to Jason Lowry because I picked up the Voltron set from him because he was out on a hunt and he got the set. And then he also ordered the Black Lion for Big Bad, and he
Didn't
he
you
liked
hang
it,
out with?
but it's not for him.
Didn't you hang out with those guys this week sometime?
Yeah, I went to. We had dinner at Red
Yeah.
Robin's this Thursday, so
Yeah, I thought I
we
saw
try to
that.
do a little. Yeah, we try to like hang out on a weekly thing, you know, just to try to get together and catch up and stuff like that. So
That's cool.
yeah, I picked that for that, you know, and for a retail toy, that Voltron is hella fun, dudes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm posing in a thing with my Triptychon and taking pictures of it, and it's like the only issue I have with it, it didn't have any decals. It doesn't have the numbers on the lines.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe repo labels will come out with the set, and I can just slap something on them or whatever. But besides that, the head turns. It's a lot of play factor. You know, has a lot of nostalgia feel for me. You know, because I had the old die cast set, and this is no die cast on this one, but it's fine. It's you know, it's big. Those are some big lines too, so I can keep them separate. And plus the electronics on it, it's just so much fun. It's like first I just thought it was just you just press the black line and it just gives you a little bit of you know sound bits and clips and everything. But when you form Voltron itself, it does the whole process like form feet and legs, form arms and body. And then when you move his arms, you know, and you move his limbs, it will correspond to a certain pilot. So if you move Red Lion, Lance will talk with Keith, or you move the Yellow Lion, Keith will talk with Hunk. So it's a total fun thing. And my goddaughters are getting annoyed because like, what is that noise I'm hearing? Because every time I'm trying to, I keep it on, right? I keep you could turn it on and off, right? I kept it on and I'm posing it with Triptychon. So anytime you move like Pidge's arms, the pose him, Pidge is like, I can handle it. Oh no, Keith, you know, all this other shit. It's like
Hey, yo, you doing? That was a good page, man.
Yeah, It's a good pitch, you know. And so it's like I'm having fun, you know, and it's like it's such a total fun toy. So
I hear you, man.
You know, so far, you know, in the early thing, as 2018, this is like one of my top favorite purchases of 2018. You know, so shout out to Playmates, man. And,
I blame James, and I'm gonna blame you too because I saw your picture with Crypticon.
It's worth it, dude. It's
now I'm in on the
worth
damn
it.
thing. Oh, bitch.
Yeah, you know, like, and people is like saying to me like, "Well, I don't want to get it because I have my Solar Goken and stuff like that." But I say, dude, you can have your Solar Chokin and your display as your fancy Voltron.
Right, and you can play with this one.
You can play with exactly. You can play with this one, you know.
That's
I'm not playing with a $450 toy, but this one is like like you pay like $100 for the whole set, and you know, and you play with it, and it's tough, you know, and it comes with like a bit of good accessories too. The Lions comes with weapons and spring loader missile launchers. You got the sword that has the blades. Yeah,
that takes me back to the old school ones, man. You know.
Yeah, you know. Now
that's cool.
It would have been a perfect for me if they add the spring loaded the Lion Fist. That would have been like been perfect. But you know, it's fine that it's okay that you know they didn't do it.
I would just lose the damn things like I did when I was a kid.
It's not right to compare it with the Solar Chigoken.
It's not right.
No,
that's why I told people.
To me, that's just a pussy way of saying you don't want to buy the Playmate.
Right. And I said the same thing too. I would say, you know what? You don't want to buy it, that's fine. You got your Solar Goken, that's fine. That's you know too. And I even told them, listen, I have 2 Voltrons coming in from Icarus Toys, the ones that they're doing, the Voltron Dark and the anime colors.
Yeah.
So I have those coming, and they're like 11 inches. And they're nice to put on display because they're nice, fancy. They're all die cast and they look nice. But this is like a 16-inch behemoth, you know.
Yeah,
you can pose and it's great. I have a great time. And
they're both fun. If you like them, get it. If you don't, that's fine. If you have the Solar Chigoken too, it's awesome too. You know, whatever you want. It is a nice, massive piece. And it does give you the nostalgia feels because it has the voice chip, it has playability, it has all that, and it's affordable and it's large.
Absolutely.
But comparing the two it's like comparing a nice sports car to a fucking, you know, a minivan. I mean, they're both gonna do the fucking job. It's just one of them's nicer than the other. So
right. One almost.
But
nice.
Prince, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up? Pretty good. And you?
Doing good.
Right,
I'm gonna ask you, what'd you get?
Picked up a Power of the Primes Beachcomber.
Oh, nice.
Marvel Legends, Minoku, and a DC Universe Firestorm, the Ronnie Raymond version.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I haven't seen that in stores. That Firestorm. I haven't seen it anywhere.
Yeah, I went rummaging through a bin. Somebody had it and found them. I was like, cool. I need like a Atom rearranger for my super team.
Good for you.
So is that like the DC Classics you found?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, okay. Nice.
How you like the Beachcomber?
The Beachcomber is a surprisingly nice figure.
He's
awesome. I had planned to get him anyway, but I never see him in stores. But you know, when I saw him there, I was like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah, I was blown away too, man. I was like, "Holy shit, that's great, man!" Oh, love the transformation. It's fun. Boom, boom, doom, done.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Good stuff, dude.
Hasbro's been killing it with the Legions figures. This last wave.
I know.
The Wind Charger's nice.
Yep.
Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah, good get, man. Good for you. That's cool.
For real.
Cool. Nice. All right.
See that Wind Charger, I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wind Chargers. Yeah.
The hunt is on.
Here. All right, so we do have a blast from the past. I'll put the link in the description so you can go right to it. I won't go over it just yet. I mean, it's already in the description. So,
I mean, you can do that, but you should listen to the show too because the show's good.
Yeah, the show's pretty good. We try.
Indeed.
All right, so there we go. See the thumbnail, episode 155.
Wow, you're almost halfway to your 200 mark, man.
Yeah, I'm getting
I
this.
know.
Trying. So, all right. Got to do my shout outs. So, Cool Table Network got a Facebook page. We have a lot of great shows, all for your collecting needs, habits, news, all that type of stuff. We have Enter the Realm. We have Breaking the Mold, new show. It's formerly known as the ROC Hangout. That's on Tuesday nights. We have Figga Banging, which is on Thursday nights now. And that, I believe that will be this Thursday. I think there is maybe an episode this Thursday.
I think so.
But you can find it on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. And if you're part of the Realm of Collectors Facebook group, you'll also get notified there. We have Shattercast Uncut, Nerd Rage Radio. We also have Toy Detox, Stasis Lock, which is on Bricks on the Dollars YouTube channel, building up to it, which is another new addition to the Cool Table Network, along with Fresh Communication. And we have Beers and Bolters 40K, and along with this show, Plastic Fanatics, and I think I mentioned 8 Weeks too. So, ooh, something's up on eBay.
I purchased something earlier, so I think that's
nice.
Being shipped.
I purchased, dude. I can't wait. Finally got myself a Play Arts Kai Dragoon and Hero of Light.
Nice.
Oh, cannot wait to get those. All I need now is Bahamut, and that set is done. All right, so again, pull a chair up to the Cool Table Network. Go check them out. You can find them on YouTube. You can find them on iTunes, Podbean, all that type of stuff. Google Play, 5-star ratings. Like and subscribe. You know the drill. Do it. It's free. We appreciate it, and be part of the community and all that. All right, Rick and Morty. Kind of disappointing. It was cool that they won the Critics' Choice Award for 2017, but it's been put on hiatus. Rumor has it may not come back until 2019.
Yeah.
So, for season 4. So that kind of blows. But nonetheless, hopefully not. But there you go. Little Rick and Morty news.
Yeah.
It's not
Every time they have like a good animated show, like it's like it runs for a little bit and then it seems like it goes away, man. Like especially Cartoon Network has anything to do with it, you're not going to get very much of that.
Yeah,
you're screwed on it. You know, it's like damn.
But you know what? But I have to say that I'm a little bit glad that it may take a break, because some of the Rick and Morty fans are very pretentious and obnoxious to the point. And because they think they're smarter than everybody when this show is pretty much dumbed down for everybody to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know?
There is. I live with 2 of them, man. My fucking kids are everything you just said and more, dude. I'm like,
right. So I'm glad maybe this will calm their fucking asses down a little bit, because every time, you know, I come across Rick and Morty fans left and right, and they're trying to act smug like they're smarter than everybody. I'm like, my 5-year-old nephew could understand this show. This is nothing. This is not rocket science, you know. Like, who are you trying to fool, really? You know. And yeah, I'm glad it's taking a break. I love this show, really. I really do. But
yeah,
I'm glad it's taking a break, because they was going crazy. And then also, my McDonald's had the Szechuan sauce weekend that they were doing it. And oh my God, they went into droves, and there was just in asinine, you know. So.
It's not that good either, in my opinion.
It's okay. It's what is it? It's soy sauce. And to me, and what's that barbecue? The Chinese barbecue sauce.
The
Mambo sauce.
No, it's not Mambo sauce, but it's
like plum sauce.
It's a little bit of plum sauce in it. It's God damn it, hoisin sauce. It's like soy sauce, hoisin sauce, and plum sauce mixed together, and that's it. That's it. And they're all going crazy for this goddamn sauce because of a TV show. I'm like, really? Like,
it's sad.
Anyway, let me shut up now before I get some hate mail.
So, right. Send all mail to Darius.
Send hate mail to Asian Ape.
It is nice that it does have such a following. It's one of those, like especially the comic books. The comic books have skyrocketed and everything else. But yeah, I mean, it's nice that it's taking a break, but it's cool that it's still gonna keep going, and it's a good.
Yeah, they're gonna still have the fan fiction in there and their comics and other things to keep things going for a while, you know. And plus, they got 3 seasons worth of episodes to keep watching, so they'll be okay.
Pickle Rick, man, it's all about Pickle Rick. So. All right, moving on into Dragon Ball Super. Tonight's the night we're gonna see some good shit happen. I think. I hope.
Yeah.
Are they gonna drag it again? I don't know. But the last episode, we got to see Vegeta finally pull his head out of his ass and start taking on Jiren, and he did a really good job too. He didn't even go to Ultra Instinct just yet. We got to see his pride factor come into the show, which was pretty nice. But we're supposed to see a nice little power boost between Goku and Vegeta to take on Jiren, and I'm looking forward to that, which will be airing tonight. And then there's only a couple more episodes, and then Super's done, and then we'll see what happens. But can't wait. All right, real quickly on the C-Dub stuff. Their return is next week. So Supergirl will be on Monday for a couple episodes, and then they will take their hiatus because they were behind in production. So DC Legends will take over that spot until April, and Supergirl will be back. But we have Flash, Arrow, and we also have Black Lightning. So, and then there's been some extended trailers out there if you want to have a little catch up if you forgot what the hell's going on. So.
I just know the last episode of Supergirl. Sorry, spoilers coming. She got her shit whipped. That's all I'm saying.
She got her ass beat.
She got it handed to her. I was like, damn.
You mean old
Rain.
girl beat her?
Rain beat the shit out of her.
Rain put it on her, man. She
brought
that ass.
So
schooled her. Fucking schooled her.
But I didn't get the pictures yet. I'll probably post them next show. But we got to see Brainiac 5.
Yes.
The whole legion of superheroes is coming into play. We have Mon-El. We have all this stuff. And even the character that's from the Flash crossover event, is that his daughter or is that his granddaughter? You know, all that type of stuff. But you get to see a picture of Brainiac 5 and holy shit. Like, really? Just because you paint him up blue and put a couple of dots on his face doesn't mean he's Brainiac.
Yeah, I know.
He should be green, number one.
Yeah, but I think he's like a bluish color, but it was like...
Yeah.
I always thought he looked more... He puts on that metallic look to him, though, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I'll have pictures next week and, you know, all this type of stuff, and oh, God.
Yeah, I was disappointed at how he looked. He looked like
me too.
Like he came like they did it like from if this was like 1993, that's how it looked like it was done, you know. But the technology they have and the special effects and the makeup.
We have no money. Let's just go down to Party City and see what we can find.
That's what it looked like how they did it. Really, it's like
Darius said they went to the Walmart and got some makeup.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Those cheap Halloween makeup with the 3 palette of color and smeared on his face.
But we do have the new show Black Lightning that'll be premiering also, and I'm looking forward to it. It's not affiliated with any of the universes yet, so we'll see what happens.
There's DC's answer to Black Panther.
It just have that feel. It just have that feel, you know. I mean, not. And like I said, just coinciding with the timing and everything.
Yeah.
You know, it just feel like they're trying to compete with Black Lightning. And I get it. And it's cool for people who likes those characters and everything. And it's more for the fandom is great. But it's just like, you know,
blatantly obvious.
Yes, but it's too obvious.
Trent said blatantly obvious. He's like, damn, dude, what is the hype?
Well,
it is. It totally is. You know?
He should have come to the Arrowverse.
He should have. He would have fit perfect.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that Katana's there.
Exactly.
He also got introduced to Geoforce.
right?
So Geoforce was in one of the Flash episodes, and then I'm sure we would get, Metamorpho. We would get some of these other outsider type characters, and that would be kind of cool to form this elite team. Or fuck it, they're already kind of casting Green Arrow as a type of kind of Batman character. Let's say he could just become this new outsider type of, the leader, because I mean his group right now is gone.
Right, they left him, so he need he needs a new team or something, and that'd have been perfect for Black Lightning to work with him until he gets back the team again.
But then, so you'd have to up the ante because of the fact that it's a meta, all that type of stuff. So maybe he would fit better in Supergirl's world,
or introduce, and then he could move into the Arrowverse.
Yeah,
and I don't know, but
we'll see. All right, so real quick. If you want, Thor Ragnarok will be coming out on digital copy February 20th. But if you want the Blu-ray release, that will be released on March 6th. Most likely, Best Buy will have a steelbook version. We're going to have probably a type of Target exclusive, all that type of stuff. But the hard copy will be released March 6th. Digital copy February 20th. If you want a great comedy, you should check it out. The most fun you'll ever have in a Marvel movie, and you'll have a lot of yucks.
Yeah, I mean, I dare say it might even be funnier than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Might be.
It's a little bit more funny than Guardians, and that's kind of disappointing.
Yeah,
because in the very beginning, it's like very like, oh damn, Odin is gone, and it's a hard thing for Thor to deal with, and also he lost his hammer. He's not a par, It should be a little bit of some doom and gloom, but it's like still yuck. My dad's died. My hammer's broken. I don't have my kingdom no more.
Sister's a bitch.
I dumped Jane Foster. She didn't dump me.
I know.
My girlfriend dumped me, but it's okay. Yuck.
So
I don't know. It's a good movie. It looks beautiful. The costumes are great. Everything is great about it, but I think it's just too much jokes.
For what it's supposed to be, as far as
Ragnarok is a fucking big deal. You know what I mean?
It's the end times for the Norse gods.
Right.
Yuck. His eye and all of this stuff, and they have to, their entire planet gets destroyed.
Yeah, but yuck.
On the bright side, we're going to move to Earth, to Midgard. Where we'll have Starbucks.
Now all the Asgards in Norway is like, okay, we're in Norway now. Or like, all right, Iceland and Norway, one of these countries they're moved to. Okay.
Well, at least it's better than one of the comic books. They moved to Asgard right above Texas or some shit in the United States.
Texas.
It was above one of the states, wasn't it?
Yeah, somewhere in Kansas, I think, wasn't it? Wasn't it Kansas somewhere?
It could have been Kansas, next to Smallville.
It wasn't over in Norway. So,
but that's I think it was Kansas. Don't quote me on that.
No place like home. All right, Runaways. Good news for you Hula subscribers and stuff. Runaways has been approved for a second season. Airs this year, November. EA.
I'm surprised at how good that show was, because I was not really into it at first because how it was supposed to go in freeform, the tweener channel for Disney.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, but then they moved it to Hulu. I'm like, okay, let me watch it on here so I can see. And it's a good move because I guarantee people like me who would think the same thing, not gonna watch it because it's on freeform, would not watch the show. But it's surprisingly a better show than I thought.
Yeah.
And especially now it's on Hulu, so all audience can watch it. So smart move for Marvel and Disney to do it that way. And it's a good show. Check it out, people, if you want a good comic show.
You're gonna see, I think you're gonna see more of that though. I mean, Disney owns part of Hulu now.
Yeah,
you're gonna see more of this, I think.
We'll see. I mean, they're not going to compete with The Gifted that they got on Fox.
No, probably not. But
regardless, you got Runaways. Unfortunately, for some Marvel movies, we've had some dates. A lot of dates being pushed back. Gambit solo movie slated to arrive February 14th, 2019 has now been moved to June 7th of 2019. New Mutants was supposed to be coming out this coming April. That has been pushed to 2019.
Because they can't compete with another X-Men movie coming out the same year.
So they got lots
Coming
of
out
things
when?
pushed. 2019 now. It was supposed to be April of this year. I believe, and now it's gotten pushed to.
Because they had three?
February.
Technically, it was going to be 3 X-Men movies coming out this year: Deadpool 2, the new X-Men movie, and New Mutants. So one had to give. So they're going to bank on Deadpool and X-Men.
Yeah, it was bumped almost a full year. It said that the X-Men universe was supposed to be released this April on Friday, but it's now getting pushed to February 22nd, 2019. Less means that it will be taking the place that Gambit had, so Gambit will be pushed also because of it. Deadpool 2 was pushed because of the new solo Star Wars movie, so they don't want to compete there. So it's a lot of just back and forth. I don't know, but that's happening there. DC news, real quickly. Shazam. We all care about Shazam with Zach Levi as the hero. Of April 2019.
I like Zachary Levi, but I don't see him as Captain Marvel. So maybe I got to see a promotional picture about him yet.
Yeah.
I
don't see it. I don't see it. Everybody else has been cast really on spot for this movie, except for Shazam. Unless he's in the gym doing the Ben Affleck workout, and bulk up by the time that they start filming.
Workout.
Maybe.
No, he better be doing the Henry Cavill workout.
Either one. He needs to do something, because every time I look at his face and the promotional picture that's shown is that goofy smile when he's in Chuck, I'm like, oh, that's not Captain Marvel. Come on. It's like he's goofy, I don't want to knock it down, but he looks goofy.
Yeah.
He's a great comedic guy, but I can't see him as a hey, I've been wrong many before. I said the same thing about Heath Ledger as the Joker, and he made me a crow when I saw The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
so maybe he may impress me.
He was pretty good.
So, but right now, I hope he's hitting that gym because he needs to do something.
We done?
Yeah, I think he's done with this rant. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, we're moving into toy news. Hot Toys, Boba Fett. We have a regular release and a deluxe release. Looks good. This is a 1/6 scale. You all know that by now.
Look at the detail on the helmet for all the battle damage and shit. That's and all his armor. They did really good on that.
You can see all the different things that he has.
For Hot Toys.
Yeah, look at all that. That's amazing.
Oh, I would love for Hot Toys to make a replica helmet like that, and I would so buy it.
Yeah,
just for a helmet, right?
Yeah, that's awesome, though. He's got a lot of stuff too. Damn.
Yeah, he's got his typical stuff that you would expect with him.
Yeah.
Several pairs of hands, backpack, his rifle, pistol, and all that. Okay, the deluxe version, which
so that wasn't the deluxe version you just showed. That was the standard version.
That was just the standard.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
The deluxe version is exclusive accessories, alternate version of Boba Fett armor. So
does he come with the Snorlax pit?
No, I wish. He does the different helmet, as you see right there.
That armor. This armor looks a little less banged up, and still banged up.
Yeah. The little ding up here. He's got the little kind of
horns,
like horns, like things that he put on there.
Man,
did he have the cape in this one? No, he did not have the cape.
So in the deluxe one, he has the cape. Okay. God, what a cool! This is a cool figure.
If I buy Hot Toys, I would definitely buy this. And I'll tell you now, like my first Hot Toys purchase will be, if they ever come out with this, the B. Arthur from the Star Wars Holiday Special. I want that. If they make one of her, that'll be my first Hot Toys purchase.
Wait, the what?
B. Arthur.
B. Arthur from the Star Wars Holiday Special. Which the kid, she's the katana lady.
Right, so
They
there's what
gotta
you get to
do it.
see. Helmet.
Oh, this guy. Yeah.
Obviously the cape there, different gun.
Mm-hmm.
This is all the stuff, and the gauntlets, and different colored hands, and such. So I'm not going to go geeking out saying this is the one from episode 7 or 6 to 5 and all that kind of crap.
I'm gonna assume.
Awesome.
I'm gonna assume the jetpack that comes with the normal one, it doesn't have any paint on it, but that's because it's going to be painted, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that one really does. This one is like, but then you go over to the deluxe, and the deluxe one looks like it has paint on it.
No, there's two separate
They're
jetpacks.
two separate
that
jetpacks.
one is painted.
Yeah, you
can
that
see
one
the scuff
and you
marks
get this
on
one.
that. Yeah.
You see, you get to both of them.
Wow, that's awesome.
It is pretty nice.
It is pretty nice. Damn.
So,
oh.
Yep. But
Anna, let
not
me buy
enough for me to get into.
Yeah.
All right, real quick, just news on the Goku. The pre-orders dropped. I was surprised. It's for an e-tailer like BBTS, $35. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, I snagged that up. Yeah.
That's cheap.
I haven't even looked at that. That's what that's what it's going for? Damn. And that's figure yards, right?
Yeah, it's figure yards, and that's for US retail. You could probably get it cheaper,
on Amazon or something.
Yeah.
Amazon Japan, someone else.
That's really amazing.
But now, I pre-ordered at a big bad slow.
Wow.
So most likely it'll sell out, not like really fast, but once it does, it probably will. Like histories, it might go up just because it's the newer body mold. The last Goku that was released mass retail that did not have the kanji on his gi, kind of went up also. So you got that. All right, so here we have Final Fantasy 3 Tina, which Tina in the States, that was her name. PlayArts Kai looks really good. Does have some, I have some issues with it, but fantastic looking figure. Probably end up getting. This is one issue that I have. The cape, it's modeled after the PlayArts Kai Arkham Knight Batgirl. So you have the ball joints within the cape, connected to the cape, that's connected to the body. I hate that. It looks terrible. But you do have that. But I do like the fact that she has the ratcheted ball hinges for her knees, like the Wonder Woman from the DC variant line. So that's pretty cool because she's a smaller figure, being a female figure and all that. It makes sense instead of having the double hinged knee. I do like that. But she comes with a knife, sword. Again, very posable. Kind of lanky, but it works. Dull leg. Yeah. There's the second ball hinge there and there. Would have been cool if this was more of a cloth wire.
Yeah, it should have been a cloth wire. Would have saved much more money on that way too.
There's all the stuff. Price point will still probably be around 150, probably be a little bit less. Like the Final Fantasy 15 figures, which were around like the 100 female figures were around like 130, like Cindy and the other gal, which I can't remember her name. But
okay, cool.
All right, up next, which I'm looking forward to, Final Fantasy 7 Dirge Cerebus, or whatever the hell that game's called. I forgot what it was called now. Cerebus something. Dirge of Cerebus or something. I don't know, but he's from Final Fantasy 7. This is Valentine, and he looks good.
I thought it was Vincent.
Vincent Valentine.
Oh, Vincent Valentine.
Yeah.
This is an amazing looking figure.
It is.
Yes. They did a really, really good job on this character.
Yeah. The case.
Yeah, it's funny. I was
what?
Yeah. Look how it looks like it's flowing, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did really good.
I want the Final Fantasy figures so bad, but they're just didn't outscale everything else I have. And I heard that Shid Figure Arts are gonna do some as well, so we'll see.
Figure Arts, really? Bandai's getting into it?
Yeah.
I thought Square would.
But I doubt it. I think because because I know that Shea Figure Arts are doing the Kingdom Hearts, so
Yeah.
and so I think they're gonna do maybe some of the Final Fantasy characters in that line. So I hope. But
Yeah.
we'll see. But
That would be
yeah,
kind of
this
cool.
figure is phenomenal. Yeah, this figure is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only other one out there besides the littler ones, which is the Play Arts Kai that were kind of fragile, is the horribly expensive Advent Children version of Valentine.
Yeah, I
So this
can't.
is nice.
Yeah, I ain't buying that. It's too much. Yeah.
Go
Look at
on.
that rifle. Oh, good work on that rifle, man.
Seeing this cape and everything, I so wish that Square Enix would go back into anime like they did with Bleach, Full Metal Alchemist.
Mhm.
Give us a Trigun. Give us the new Netflix Castlevania characters. Something like that.
That
I don't know.
Yeah.
The cape just
But
looks cool. You got the ball joints and some of the ends here, so you can wrap it around. They're hidden pretty well. Besides connected to the actual figure in the back. Except now it's a black ball joint. Why didn't they make it uniform with the color? Well,
Yeah, I'm like looking at pictures. I'm looking at pictures of him right now, and
Yeah.
I'm looking comparing it to the figure. It's fucking amazing. How accurate they got it. This is amazing.
comes with some pairs of hands, a rifle, handgun. Looks good. Coming out this May, I believe. It's April or May. I think it's May. So, but I'm hoping Play Arts will finally release some news about some other. This is part of the Dissidia game.
Dissidia,
Which is dropping at the end of this month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that we're going to get more Final Fantasy VII remakes. I want to see a Tifa, Lockhart. I want to see what is it, Ares?
Ares.
Barrett's already out.
Oh, okay.
But Sephiroth would be nice, but people are saying that the Advent Children is just fine, which is true,
Yeah.
but still.
I wanted Sid. I wanted
Sid, yes, it's coming out with the Advent Children line.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Sid. That's awesome with Sid.
All right, moving into the SH Figure Arts, Kingdom Hearts. There's Donald. Happy Donald. Got his weapon there. Pissed off Donald. That's what I like.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
There he is with Sora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so in on this line. I am so in on this.
Were you a fan of this game, Darius?
Oh hell yes, I was. I am still waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out, and hopefully by 2020 it'll come out.
Yeah. Also getting Goofy.
Yeah, that's cool. My daughter was a big fan of this game, and I tried to play it with her, and I just got my shit kicked, and I was like, I hate this game. I don't like it.
It was fun to see the crossover between being a Final Fantasy fan. I'm like, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, did you get to Cloud? Did you see Cloud? I'm like, what are you talking about, Cloud? You have to do certain things, but then you see all the Disney shit that you're doing. It's like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I did all the things that you need to do, and I fought Sephiroth in the arena, kicked my ass royally. Like in 2 seconds he kicked me. But by the time I, get to the end of the game, I went back to the arena and I finally beat him. Every time I kind of like upgrade my stats, I try to see if I could take him.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. I had to like really fully up my stats together. That's the only way you can beat him. But yeah. But yeah, I love this game. I love Kingdom Hearts 2. I love the favorite ones with me was playing with Tron, the Nightmare Before Christmas section, and even Pirates of the Caribbean. So like, and now they're saying Kingdom Hearts 3. There's Marvel Universe is going to be in it too. So.
Oh shit!
It's gonna be great. So it's like a fanboy's fantasy come true.
They're just throwing everything, every property they have, they're throwing it in there.
Every property, yeah.
Star Wars.
Why the fuck not, right? Star Wars. Why not put Luke and Leia and the rest of them in it too? Why the fuck not? Sky's the limit.
That would be
cool. Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
All right, Goofy here comes with several different facials.
Oh, I like that.
Great. Dumbfounded look and all that. So it's pretty cool. Comes with a shield. They are together.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Not bad.
It's-
All right. Moving into some
They didn't have
DC stuff, DC news.
Hold on 1 second, James. They don't have the one with Mickey.
No, I didn't have the picture with Mickey.
Okay, I know they're doing Mickey as well. And
Yeah, they're doing Mickey, and then also Diamond Select has already done those.
Oh, no shit. Okay, wow.
So they're doing a retro line for DC. We're gonna get these are shitty pictures, but I had to blow them up just a little bit. But the Wonder Woman is the Wonder Woman. This is the Linda Carter.
Diana, oh god,
Nice.
Oh.
So you got the Flash from the '90s Flash, or it's the dad from the modern Flash right now.
John Wesley shit. Yeah.
And then you got the Val Kilmer Batman of all.
Out of all the Batmans, why would they start with fucking
Wow.
So
listen, I know there's some Val Kilmer fans, but they should have went like out of the fucking Batman. Give me fucking Michael Keaton as the first one. Or because we already have Batman Adam West. They already did the Batman Adam West versions. So give me like fucking Keaton,
I agree.
Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer. God damn.
That Wonder Woman looks good though. I mean, I like
it does. Flash looks great.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Linda Carter looks great. That Flash is great because I love that Flash series and I want that. But then he's like, Val Kilmer,
Whoa, what's with all the hate for Iceman?
Well,
but
he was good
it's
Top Gun as Iceman, not as Batman.
Saying, we're gonna do a Top Gun action figure line with Iceman. Hell, fucking yeah! But this is fucking Val Kilmer Batman. It's like Batman Silver was okay. It was okay for what it's worth. But if you're gonna do this line, do it right. Give me
in order.
Well,
right, do
in order,
right.
but just the better of the Batman. I mean, they
right,
could have
because
done the George Clooney and had the nips on the suit, but
but this has nips too. Val Kilmer had nips in his suit too, though.
It's just I don't know.
Listen, they gave us in the multiverse line the 3/4 inch that Batman with Bruce with Michael Keaton, which was great. So why not just give us the bigger version? I mean, if that's what we want.
It'd be awesome.
Because NECA did a horrible job with theirs. It looked good, but that shit was breaking in once the moment you took it off the package.
Yeah.
So they could have just do it right,
Same thing with the Christopher Reeve Superman from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I mean, they had something with that 3 3/4 inch line, the Arkham games, the movies, but then it just tanked. Do nothing with it.
It sure did.
I think people are getting more into the 6-inch line. That's why that's why. But
speaking of 3 3/4 inch, which I believe this is what they are, but this is Hiya Toys.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are doing the Alien and Predator.
Oh yeah.
They're doing DC Injustice League.
Are they 3? Yeah, they're doing 3 3/4 inch Predator, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So they are doing the DC Injustice, which came out of left field, in my opinion, that they got the price to do that. SH Figure Arts was doing the Injustice League. We got 4 characters, and then it just went belly up. They didn't sell. And now Hiya Toys is going to step in, and so far we've seen the Batman here, and we'll see how far they go.
Interesting. I wonder what that'll be. The price will be for that price point, because I think they're 3 3/4 inch Predator figures like around $20, right? Something like that. So I'm wondering if they'll stay around that price point. That's not bad.
Possibly, maybe they might be a little more just because
it might. Well, yeah, it might be, but I mean, if it's a little bit more, that's still not too bad if it figures nice and the good detail.
Yeah, but would you pay, let's say, $25 for a 3 3/4 inch figure?
It depends on how much stuff comes with it and how well the sculpt is.
If it has enough accessories, I would.
It has a cape, a batarang, and a grapnel hook gun.
Yeah, so that's a little tough, but if they have, I mean, but like I said, it depends on how good the sculpt work is too. It's hard to do sculpt on 3 3/4. It's such a small canvas.
What they do first, they design it bigger first as a 2-up.
Right. They shrink it down.
And they shrink it down in the tooling process, yes.
Yeah. Like comic book pages.
Okay.
But
yeah, you're right. It might be a little pricey, but
so it sounds like Russ, you
were
on the fence, like you were thinking about, you know what? I want a Hiya Toy 3 3/4 inch Batman Injustice figure. Is that
too bad?
the case?
Yeah, I'm here for that, man.
Cool. All right. Up next is the Mezco Iron Man. This dropped, I think, pre-order this couple of days ago. I'm not into the Mezco stuff. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
Phenomenal. It looks good for that classic Iron Man.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's the old school, man.
Yeah, that's the old school Iron Man.
Like a stylized old school Iron Man. It's like that's what I like about the Mezco line, is they give you classic looks, but a little bit of a modernization to it. And
doesn't look like there's any soft goods on it.
No.
But it does look good. Lots of
Yes.
effect pieces, the hand blast effects piece, the chest beam for booster effects. You got 6 interchangeable hands, hip disc, missile, arm rocket, and also the stand, which is the reactor.
Now, the designer in me want to critique it just a little bit, because for me, I would like to add a gimmick if I had the power to do it, because it's a big figure, and put a little LED light in the chest beam, because that will light it up, and then also it'll help light up the light effects too, the beam effects. And that'll make.
Then I would be, from the business perspective, telling you wanted to raise the price of the figure because of that.
But people will buy it. They will buy it though. Let's see, how much is a Mezco figure? Like $60 average?
Oh, are they 60, 70?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it depends on, because I don't know that
I
they're
mean,
all.
it really depends on the figures. I've seen some go for 55 to 65 and maybe up to 70. And if you put an LED light in it and then you charge it for $85, they will buy it. I know a lot of people will buy it just for that effect, because it's a possibility. It's a good possibility.
The Iron Man here is $90.
Yeah.
So you would be over $100 if you want to put in the LED.
Yep, that's true. But hey, people buy it. So like this sideshow collectibles and all of that stuff, they will buy it, And this is a good mid-range. So if they put it and it's $120, and if you're an Iron Man fan, people will buy it.
$120 for a 6-inch figure. I don't know. I would say no. I wouldn't go that route. I would do a limited run San Diego Comic-Con version, and I would not do mass retail.
But my one thing my point I can bring across is, like, I've seen people like the Spider-Man Homecoming that Chic Figure Arts did for $99, and that was sold out, and that came with a ton of accessories, and that's a 6-inch figure. Even smaller than that, that's a 5-inch.
It is $100, but to justify mine, I paid only like $50. Because there's a ton of coupons at Barnes and Noble for that shit.
But let me tell you something. You would have bought this if this was a player card variant. But
player card variant? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I rest my case. All right, let's move on.
But if I don't would buy it for, if it had, no, I mean, already it's expensive. I don't know.
If it had the light in it, you would have bought it. You would so buy it, James. You would so buy
maybe.
it. If a player's card variant had that effect in it, and if for $200, it would have been in your shelf.
Yeah, probably.
We'll see. You'll see James posting pictures. Here's my new haul.
There you go. Iron Man. He's just got the unibeam going. But you do have the looks like you can lift up the mask. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this. But you get the Tony Stark head underneath. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It looks like an older Tony Stark. It looks like that goatee's a bit on the gray side.
Well, maybe it's
he's getting older.
Life is harsh when you're an alcoholic.
Yeah. He's been under a lot of stress. That's why he's hanging out in giant donuts.
Demon in a bottle.
Yep. I mean, he's got all those girls. He's got to be drinking. He just, it's just too much. All right, so up next is the Spider-Man Homecoming quarter scale figure. So this is an 18-inch scale figure. NEC has been knocking it out of the park with a lot of their quarter scale stuff. You get 2 heads with this guy. One normal Spidey head and the other one with the mask raised up so you can see his mouth and a nose. I don't know why, but there's the back of the packaging. There he is. Only thing I will say against this figure, he looks like he's got dumpy pants.
Yeah.
Look like he took a dump and it's
too much. Yeah, too much fat. There's too much gap in the crotch area, and I mean, I know why it's like that because of the posability, but still, they could have slim it down a little bit.
That, or floating crotch piece like what Play Arts does, something else. But I mean, I'm sure other angles like this. Well, his hand's in the way, but
yeah,
Yep.
you're gonna have to hide it
it's a little bit
when you pose it
there. But other than that, it looks great. It has double hinged elbows. It's got a ball hinge for the head. You got the ab crunch. Looks like you got a toe hinge. Double jointed knee. I mean, for an 18-inch figure, it looks pretty damn posable.
So yeah, no, it does. Hey, not real quick side note, just not to stir that shit up again, but that Iron Man is going for $90 on BTS, so that's where it's retailing at 90.
I know.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say 90. Are you sure?
Show, Russ. My name's I have a show right now. It's called Plastic.
Well, I was on BBTS earlier because I was buying something.
Stop shopping and be on the show. Hey, whatever you're buying is still gonna be there in an hour. It's all good.
You're the one that told me how cheap that Figgy Arts Dragon Ball Z figure was.
So that's right. Okay. Well,
yeah, he went right to the pre-order.
So now, welcome to Plastic Fanatics, your shopping network. We're gonna show you how to do it.
Oh my god!
So we're gonna
show us.
So great. No, I'm just kidding. That's cool though.
Oh god.
All right, so moving on into the Rampage, the movie. I did see this at Walmart. This was funny. We talked about this last week. We're wondering, where's The Rock? Well, The Rock is in the canister contest. Yeah. And I will admit, just like with Kong, that they did the Samuel L. Jackson, it was a decent likeness of him. Yeah. And this is almost a decent likeness of The Rock. But he also comes with the huge Mega George, which is...
King
basically
Kong
just a retooled repaint of Kong.
It's
the albino version.
Hey,
somebody was like defending it. Oh, it's not a repaint. It's not a repaint. It's a definite retool. You can look at it.
Yeah.
You put it right next to each other. Do you have a shot with them both side by side? Oh, damn it. You can see that picture. You can see the Kong is right next to it. It's like, it's identical, like his twin brother. Like, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
But there's The Rock.
And it's the same. And it's the same body that they used for the Samuel L. Jackson. It's the same body, too. It's just a different head.
Different head.
Hey, you know what? Yeah. I don't give them no crap for that. Good for them. They Hasbro'd it.
Shout out to Lanyard. Yeah, shout out to Lanyard, yo.
Good for them. At least they're still going.
Taking the page from Hasbro. Yeah.
I love the fact
they've been around for fucking 30 years. Shout out to Lanyard. They outlast so many other toy companies.
Yeah, I would rather have G.I. Joe out there.
Yeah, me too.
Strong and all this, but it's I don't know.
2019. 2019.
I hope so. Oh,
okay.
What, like
okay.
3 3/4 inch? Or are we talking? We're going to modernize 6 inch.
We'll have to talk when we get off there.
All right,
anyway.
We'll talk.
Yeah. We'll talk when we get off there. Keep it on the low.
Cool.
This actually isn't bad looking. I think it's okay.
It's good. He looks a little bit sleepy, but he looks good.
It's all right.
I would definitely get him. I would definitely get the figure if I go into Walmart today.
Would you rather have the variant, Russ, where he's got his shirt ripped off?
Because you know I am a big. I want him with the raised eyebrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And if they can make him
did a good job.
They can make him where he can, articulate to do the people's elbow. We're really all right then.
Instead of a gun, he comes with a mic, so he can just lay that back down on you.
That's right.
I gotta say the Hasbro roadblock is still my definite Rock 3/4 inch figure because they did a great job on the sculpt on that.
Oh yeah, even the General Colton that they did, which is AKA John McClane.
Yeah,
that's John McClane.
Yeah. That's freaking John McClane right there.
Too. Yeah,
that is a dope figure.
I love it. It's pretty cool. They did a good job on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, moving into Transformer news, we got more pictures of the Masterpiece movie line Ironhide. I will say this picture makes it look really nice. But we'll see other pictures that may change your mind.
Yeah.
And try not to think of his chest as an angry-looking creature trying to bite you.
Well, see, you already did that. You can't unsee that now. You know,
And
once you
not-
start
nope.
to say it.
It does though.
It's the guy like he's got a mouth on his chest. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eyes here, and it's like,
Yeah.
they.
You
It's like-
know,
Yeah.
unfortunately, guys, you're gonna see a lot more of the movie series Masterpiece rolling in. It's the 10-year anniversary mark for the Bayverse Transformers. So now they're gonna see you're gonna see a lot more. You're gonna see Barricade, you're gonna see Jazz, you're gonna see a lot more. Hopefully we don't see a mud flap and a skid mark,
Yeah.
Skid mark.
Money saved.
Cracks me up. What did you say, Trent? Money saved.
Oh man,
Trent is just checking it off, saving money there, saving money there.
that Jazz better pull apart. All right, so Ironhide again looks. I mean, you look at the Dark of the Moon leader class Ironhide, which is really good. This is, more accurate. But damn, he should come with the little the dog that pissed on him. That would have been.
Oh yeah.
It could. It's
That would've
leaking
been
Kool-Aid on me.
I will tell you that alt mode is sick though, dude. I like the truck.
It's a good alt mode. Yeah, it's a good alt
Yeah.
mode.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't want to pay the gas bill for that bad boy, but it was gorgeous. It's
Hey,
beautiful.
come on, Trent. It runs on Energon, dude. It's all good.
That's what I thought. That's a sweet.
I mean, he's got big ass blasters. Like, we fucking use those in Rush Hour. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, buddy.
Fuck you! Get out of my way.
Damn
You're
right.
dead.
Oh man, that's cool
Now,
though. I mean,
I would buy like maybe two movie masterpiece if they release them. If they do a Hound, I will get him because I love how they did Hound.
Huh.
They did a good job as Lockdown maybe, but I'm already eyeing that Peru kill, so that's gonna probably be that one for me. And I like Cogsman. If they do a masterpiece Cogsman, which that's way down the line, and I doubt they would, I would get him because they did I think he looks sweet in the Aston Martin mode that they did in the deluxe version.
I think the head sculpt on this figure looks derpy as shit.
Oh, it
does look derpy.
But I don't remember it looking this derpy. Maybe it didn't, and I don't remember it. But I don't know. I try to kind of block out the Bayverse and stuff sometimes.
And he does not have an alternate head where it's being melted down by Sentinel Prime. So
it looks like it
Ouch.
pushed a little bit. Like they did it, and they took two fingers. They just went.
Well, remember, it can open.
Oh, I
I think that explains it.
I need to shut up. I might get in trouble. I can't knock down Hasbro products. I'm gonna get in trouble. It looks okay.
Yeah. Going back to the Cogman, I would totally buy a Cogman if it had a voice chip saying all his little quirkiness. I would love that. But this thing right here, this is what I saw. This was at the show during this this last week, and he's kind of small, short, stout.
Wow.
That's I know what line that is. That's for the new that's not the masterpiece line. That's the
This is the masterpiece?
They're doing another movie. No, it's a movie line. That one is the movie line, and it's
the Voyager thing.
Chuck scale.
Okay,
Yeah,
well then I give it a little more props.
But those pictures that you showed, I think those were the masterpiece, and that's different.
Right here, yeah.
Yeah, those
These
are
are
masterpiece, and those are the ones. Yeah.
But let me just ask you, they look the same. But I think this is
Hey, you got to give them credit for the ingenuity. If they look, if it looks the same,
I guess they're really good at making.
It's like they took an Optimus Primal head and put it on him or something. I don't know. It looks ape-like to me.
But there is next to Bumblebee. There's a back shot. There's their barricade that's coming out.
Barricade, yeah. That's all the That's all like the deluxe Voyager line there, and also
Okay.
there's a Megatron too. So those look good for what it's worth. But yeah,
Yeah. Barricade looking very long, very army. You got lots of arms, like long arms.
Yeah.
Turbo gadget arms.
yeah.
Yeah, Barricade
He
looks
definitely got reach.
Yeah.
could be a little
Not
bit.
bad. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I
it's
don't like
because
that. That Barricade. I don't like that design. I like the one that was in what was it? Not last night. The one before that. The other one. The
Age
the
of
fourth
Extinction.
one. Yeah, Exit Extinction Barricade is a better design. I just don't like that
What
face
movie?
on him. It looks like Megatron's face too much.
Yeah, they got
It
that
kinda does, yeah.
look going for it.
I don't know. I liked Barricade. He was one of the few Decepticons I actually.
All right, so
Yeah.
just to clarify real quick, this is the masterpiece. These guys right here. Or at least that's what they're saying they are. MPM-06 Ironhide. And that is the masterpiece Barricade.
Oh no way! They're making
So
them that
small.
small.
If that's the
Wow,
case. They are small for my.
Well, because I know they're
Yeah.
doing. I know they're re-releasing these guys as
Yeah, they're
a.
doing this
See,
line.
like, yeah, that line.
But-
That's supposed to be part of that line with that Megatron.
Yeah,
why the
I
hell?
think I did see
I don't
something
know.
supposed to be like a Voyager size or something.
Yeah, the old Voyager size. Yeah, that line. So I don't
According to the
know.
pics that I got, they said that these were just nice shots of the masterpiece figures
Oh,
at
okay.
the
Well, then
Can't
people
Hong
are gonna get
Kong
ripped
Toy
off.
Show.
Well, people are gonna get ripped off if they're that small because there's no way that should be masterpiece scale for that size.
Yeah, but is
Yeah.
masterpiece now a scale, or is a masterpiece as far as quality and the overall aesthetics of what it's supposed to represent?
Yeah, that's the magic
It should.
question for you.
That's a good question, but it should be a
Yep.
little bit of both. It should be both, to be honest. You know,
Because Beast Wars is
because
a
if
masterpiece, like if you're classifying it as size.
Yeah.
well, they learned that mistake when they did the Cheetor and the Optimus Primal in the deluxe scale. People complained. That's why now Dinobot is in MP size. He's a bigger size. You know, and
Yeah.
then Megatron coming out is going to be a bigger size.
Yeah.
So,
Like, oh, bigger size, $250, right? Please.
Yeah, better be a big one.
So,
All right, so here's the Megatron that was leaked before that. Oh, they blurred him out so you couldn't see who he was, but we already knew. Completely.
really.
Silly. Like, oh yeah,
This is part of the studio series, which are just giving us more of the movie master, not movie masters, but the movie figures
Yeah.
and such. They're giving us a Starscream. They're also doing a Brawl and all that type of stuff. So, all right, moving on into third party. This is Iron Warrior. This is a company that's making movie toys, and they also made that Transformers Prime, which we'll look at just in a second. They are non-transformable. They're just action figures.
Mm.
But this is their Brawl 02 Strife.
Damn.
Should be
Yeah,
a
lots
little
of
more
cards.
bulkier, maybe.
Yeah, it's
And they are making a Ratchet too. That is their Ratchet that their Brawl is stomping or kicking in the balls. I don't know what he's doing, but get him in the twig and berries.
Twigs and berries.
Franks and beans. Right there. Frank and bean. Oh, he even ripped off his head. That's pretty cool.
Damn.
But this is what we saw last week, the Pioneer, which was a
Yeah.
Transformers Prime Optimus. So it is
Yeah, that's-
non-transformable.
Yeah, that's pretty nice actually. It looks
Yeah.
good. I mean, if you're definitely a Prime fan, man, and for that slender look, everything he that was a nice look for Prime. I like that version of him.
Yeah, I will agree with you. That was a very
Yeah.
nice, modernized take.
Yeah.
The Transformers Prime look should have been what the movie,
Actually, I think so.
in a way.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
just
Mhm.
me.
Yeah, that would have been cool, man.
And
Like,
I'm not saying we needed to have exactly like G1. It had to be an 84 truck, you know. No,
No.
it's fine. I get it. But this would have been kind of cool if it went
Yeah.
off of the. Granted, this wasn't around when Prime was out and all that time. The movie's on. So. All right. So here is the combined form of the Dinobots with all the actual Dino limbs. So the Volcanicus. So you can see there's Snarl, and then there's Sludge, and Swoop and Slag, which we already got. Or excuse me, Slug.
I'm gonna get in trouble, but
Yes,
Don't
I
do
hope third party
Don't
is
do it.
gonna do something to give me an upgrade kit.
Well, I'm sure they will.
Is
Now,
it
we know
Perfect
that.
Effect?
I bet Perfect Effect's already working.
I know Perfect Effect
Yeah.
is doing the feet and hand.
Yeah, they're doing that.
But
And a sword.
I want something to fix the body situation a little bit, you know.
So you want a totally new Grimlock?
I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm gonna get these Dinobots, okay? I'm gonna get these, but I'm never going to do that to them. They're never gonna
I'm
be
not
that.
going to combine.
Never.
I am not. I already
Never.
have the first three, and I'm not going to combine them. And it's just,
Yeah,
I
don't blame
can't
you.
see them as combiners.
Neither can I.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a little kid in me that's telling me if you do that, that's sacrilege.
It
There's
is
a little
don't
kid in me saying it's
combine.
sacrilege to do that. Yeah.
you know. And my issue with that Grimlock is a good design, but unfortunately, the combiner mode it kills it. It fucking kills it.
Well, I think it's
Like,
yeah.
that would have been the
it's
perfect
sacrifice.
representation of a G1 Grimlock if it didn't combine. It would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Well, they would have been able to clean the back up. The back
Clean
of
up
it is
the
kind of
back
sloppy.
and the legs, you know.
I agree.
It would have been really nice. It would have been really nice, but
Well,
I get
you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to combine it. It is look
no,
good.
that's true.
We're finally getting Dinobots. I mean, the last Grimlock we got, as far as I remember, was part of the game series. The Legend or the Voyager class.
The War Cybertron. Yeah,
that was nice. The Classics one sucked ass. It was just too small.
It was just like a lizard. It looked like a lizard than the Tyrannosaurus. And I agree.
The head on this guy, you kind of see Grimlock, but for some reason, I'm also seeing Waspinator. For some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's a little bit.
Yeah, he's definitely got some. Yeah,
but who knows? All right, moving on. We got Megatron. This is the Legends version of Megatron, the Voyager class that we got. That was the Blitzwing mold. This is in the purple deco, so you can have it as the G2 Hero version of Megatron that was released back in the day, along with Optimus Prime.
93, 94,
yeah.
I think.
Wow.
You're also getting a sticker sheet, so you can actually have the Megatron rules like you did with the original toy, which is pretty cool for his chest, or you can just have the standard G2 Typicon logo.
Nice.
This does not have the gimmick, though, the bladder air missile gimmick, but it's all good.
Oh, the electronics on it.
Maybe that mold is better as Megatron, because I can tell you.
There's no electronics with the Hero version.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the green tank version.
Yeah, thinking about the big ass, big one. But there you go. Pretty cool. It is nice that you get the Predacon symbols, but what for?
Yeah.
Megastorm wasn't purple. He was green. He was exact kind of replica of the other G2 Megatron, except he had more eyeliner.
Yeah.
It's true. He did. Up next, Zeta Toys. This is their Firefly, or what do they call it? Fly Fire?
Fly Fire.
Original.
Yeah.
Well, we got get paid the big bucks here. Box art, not bad. You can see that he's going to form an arm. Here. If you know anything about Superion, you know he's already forms an arm. But I'm sure they're interchangeable. But he looks decent.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah,
looks great, man. I'm telling you,
have this or you have Fans Toys.
Yeah, the war. I think the battle. I think the battle is on, man. I mean, there's a lot of people already talking about it. I put up a bunch of pictures I stole from James Chop, and put them up in a realm and started some statics. And hey, which way are you gonna go? Huh? Yeah. Some people are saying they're gonna get both sets. So.
Oh yeah,
big money time, man. But I guess with Zeta being as inexpensive as they are, it's a little easier to handle. But
just Jordan.
Yeah. Those guys do the doubles anyway, don't they?
Yeah, they do the doubles.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do Zeta because Zeta seems that they're on the right path, and they're gonna probably release theirs more faster than Fans Toys.
Probably. Well, yeah, you're gonna get faster Fans Toys.
Yeah, they're cheaper.
Yeah,
So
and
it just what's going to be more available, you know.
yeah, and they got the pricing down. I mean, it's pretty decent. I mean,
Mhm.
and they're not bad figures as everyone's seen from the air raid. It's not bad. I know it's been some
Zeta would
used.
be smart if they did exactly what Toy World did with the Devi. At the very end, they release it in a box set, throw in some type of extra gimmick because you know something's going to be messed up.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
to
I
make it
think
look
they
a little
would. I
more
think
pleasing. And then that
they'll
would
do a good
compete with fans' toys. Would be cheaper. Boom, you can buy the box set. If you decided to wait for fans' toys, you still have that ability to just buy all 5 of them, and boom, you're done.
Oh, good point. That's actually cool.
because you look at it like fans toys may run these bots about $95 each, most likely, and then Silver Bolts will be the bigger one, about maybe 150 or to close to 200, maybe. So
Yeah.
you're in on like $1,000 for all 5 for these for fans toys. But Zeta, you know, you can probably save half for that.
Yep.
You know, so
Well, yeah. I mean,
but people like their fans toys. So,
that's true.
yeah.
And I mean, I won't lie. The fans toys one, what I've seen so far, is not bad looking. The first one at least isn't bad looking.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you know, they take their sweet time, and I get why they take their sweet time. But you know,
Articulated
Yeah.
hands, cool.
yeah. Zeta does some cool stuff. I have to admit, the
Mhm.
sculpting in there that's nice too. They
Yeah.
they,
The
they have a
folding
lot
of the wings reminds me a lot of TSC toys.
Yeah. But you know what's cool about this? I like that you can take the wings off.
Yeah.
You want to have that clean look. That's really nice. You know, just a
Same.
good option.
TSC toys, yeah. Like
You can actually take the wing. You can take the wings off of that one. Of those
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, you can just pop them off right here.
That's cool. At least you can
But it's not the
streamline
same
it.
size though. But yeah, this
Yeah.
reminds me of the TFC toys.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean,
Um,
as I was trying to explain, I have a friend of mine kept saying, you know, I asked him if he was interested in these, and he has the TFC toys one. He said, well, I've already got this. I said, no, that's different. He said, well, they're all the same. I said, no, they're not.
no, they're not. I mean,
They're
yeah,
not.
size
I mean,
wise and quality wise and such, but overall design, I mean, it better look like a freaking
true.
You know,
I
Harrier.
mean, it's aerial bots.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do the aerial bots,
Not
they're
Harrier.
probably all going to have some similar look. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have that. You know, I don't
With a
know.
closed
Yeah,
cockpit.
they're gonna have this similar look. Yeah,
Yeah.
most likely he's going to sell that TFC and then to get this joint at some point, because I see a lot of people do that these days.
Yeah. As soon as I showed him pictures of this, he was like, "Oh, that looks cool." You know? I'm like, "See."
The TFC toys, though, for me is just I left it. It's in combined mode. I don't touch it. I have the combiner works because I like them individual. Because I like their head sculpts and all that. But you got underneath obvious. Here's the thing that I don't care for any. I mean, look, there's a robot underneath. No shit.
Right. That's
it. It's always gonna be there. It's not gonna change.
Yeah.
They could hide it. Yes, that would be great. But are you gonna go wee around the whole room in your house? Know that you have a clean plane.
Even though you can obviously see the robot, but it's cleaned and it's uniform, and you know, and
it's a nod to the original toy.
That's my take on it. If you look at the cartoon, look at the G1 cartoon. They look like they're jets with robots underneath them. It's to mess around with that. To me, it takes away from that. If you're going for a stylized look, by all means, cover it up. Go ahead. But the second you do that, it loses G1 aesthetic to me. If you want to, you know, it depends on what you want. And I think I don't care about that stuff. I agree with you, Jane. Who cares?
I like that. I like to add a decals to it to make it more like a jet. It's you know.
It looks nice. I just don't want to focus on the fact that you look at it's like, oh look, it looks like a plane and there's a robot underneath. Well,
Oh yeah, no kidding.
But look, anyway, and half of the people who buy this are gonna have it in combined mode or robot mode anyway.
True.
So why are they gonna complain about the robot in the bottom where you're gonna put it in the robot mode?
But we are Transformers fans. We like to bitch.
Yeah, it's true. Big time.
So
amen to that.
I mean, we're getting them. It's nice. We're finally getting the aerial bots, and we have choices now. It's not just Zeta. We've fans toys is in there. I'm sure there will be another company someday, but it is nice to actually have the choice.
Absolutely.
Would I rather have a Takara Hasbro? Sure. I like my official stuff, but I would totally, grab this also.
Oh, it's being discussed, gentlemen. It's being discussed.
So
This
you
is
can
this.
see the working gears as far as
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, I
art
like
mode.
that. I
I
like
mean,
that.
that's amazing detail. I love that. You know, that's
Yep.
cool.
The connection port there. You have the elbow.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's cool. Mhm.
I mean, just, I don't know. I love the look of it. So
And then moving into Zeta Toys Armageddon, aka Bruticus.
this combined mode is awesome looking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're okay with, if you're buying this for the combined mode, you're good to go. It's just the bot modes are just goofy looking.
Yeah.
And once you get it in
Off.
hand, the just even the sheer size of it is going to be impressive.
I agree.
Mhm.
I agree.
It's like that Playmates
Yeah.
Voltron. We love it, but
Yeah.
once you have it in
Mhm.
hand and you put it together, and you're like, "Holy crap! This is 16 inches tall.
It's a big boy.
It's a big boy."
Yeah.
And it's like, man, this is cool. To like, wow, this is huge.
Yeah.
It's nice. All right, that's the
That's
show.
Damn.
All right, cool.
All right. Woo.
All right, good night, everybody.
By any means, we're not anti, you know, Transformers and all that, but it's just it's
I don't know.
funny to the community talking and everything else about certain things. It's
Well,
Oh yeah. Well, we'll talk about it more afterwards, but like I've tried to do some data and for research on the group page, and that shit just failed miserably.
it started a bunch of
Miserably.
snap. What did I
You know,
comment on?
like,
Put one of them things up your ass. I said, "What are you trying to do, dude? What are you starting stuff? What are you doing?"
now I'm just, I was showing it to my superiors to show them, some stuff, and I just want some direct answers. I couldn't get direct answers,
Nah, you can debate, man, because Transformers
then,
fans love to
then,
debate.
yeah, yep. And then I put a poll up because I needed to get some numbers. And then some idiots started to add shit to the poll, and I didn't know you could lock the poll. My first time doing the poll, and they were just putting fucking like dicks and fuck Rules and all this other shit and like Spawn Legos, and I'm like, oh great.
It
And
sounds
it's
like
just like my boss seen this because I let him log onto my account to look at this shit, and he was like, this is what they represent. I'm like, not all of them are like this. Really. And so
I just-
don't know. I think you guys just killed the masterpiece line immediately, but
I mean, as far as everything is concerned, it is really great to be a collector right now. There is so much out there to collect. There is so much as far as the product, but also as the community.
Yeah.
The fellowship, the bonds that you can create over a stinking piece of plastic is really cool. So one day I would love to just dive deep into the heart of like, when did we become so entitled though? Of
yes,
like,
because
collectors.
that was another reason why I did the research, because it's not just for numbers, it's also the psychology. Because I took art therapy and I took toy psychology too, for working for these, for working with kids and stuff like that, and just to figure out the thought process for some of these adult collectors and how they don't budge, and how they act, because that has lots to do with selling toys as well. It's the psychology behind it. That's why you see psychologists, when you go to child psychologists will bring kids in and like, oh well, a kid won't talk to a stranger about stuff, but as soon as you put a toy in their hand and act out what they're feeling and what their moods and what's going on, the kids can do that and they can relate because they put everything into that character.
Yeah.
So all that has to do a lot of with it, and I think a lot of the adult collectors, you can learn a lot with that in that psychology with adult collectors too, and that's why I did part of this research just to show. And you guys didn't disappoint. You did disappoint, but you didn't disappoint at the same time. Just say,
oh god, dude.
It's just it is interesting, and it is what it is. If you're happy with what you got, awesome. That's the end game for every collector.
But But James, it feels like it's never enough at times.
No, it never is, and it just seems odd that I grew up in one of the greatest eras of all time as far as toys, cartoons, all that type of stuff, and
absolutely,
and getting into the masterpiece line, and and I'm not trying to stir the pot and all that, but it's like, okay, you got your Transformers. All right, you had G1, which are just bricks. That's just the way they were designed. That's what it was.
Yep.
That's just it. You can't fault that. And now you have your masterpiece, which is a G1 hybrid chug. Okay, you have all that articulation that came from the chug line, which came from the Beast Wars line, ball hinges, all that type of shit. But you have the look and aesthetics of the original toy. But if you want the tune tickles, then it shouldn't technically, in a way, transform. You have solid looking plastic and all this other type of stuff. There's no panel lines. There's no looking transformation if you're coming right off the screen. So I just, at times, I'm like, what do you want?
Right. It's like, we're trying to give you the bit of both worlds. And you know what really really irks me a lot? It's like there's a lot of masterpiece collectors and third-party collectors now who that's their main collection, and that is great and that's fine, but they try every minute or every second to find an opportunity to shit on Hasbro and shit on Chugs. But that's what you grew up on. That's what made this possible.
Yeah.
So why are you getting on the thing that made it possible? Because that's that elitism. That is that fucking elitism. So you can afford a masterpiece. That's great. But don't shit on the hand that fed you what you had, but made you the collector that you are. That's not your thing. That is great. You don't collect it. That's your buy. That's fine. But like somebody made it like, well, if it ain't masterpiece, it ain't for me. But 5 years ago, you was buying fucking Chugs, so shut the fuck up. So I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. Because everybody in the Roma collectors bought Chugs. You grew up on Chugs. Everything was Chugs. But now this 5 or 6 years ago, all they ever changed now because of masterpiece, and like you guys want to turn your back on it, and you want to shit on Hasbro, like, oh well, this waffles or this panels, is this is that, it's hollow. I mean, goddamn, you was playing with bricks 30 years ago. Fucking bricks. Yeah. And now, you got this engineering that does fucking miracles to what we're getting now as for Chugs. But y'all want to shit on it because it's not masterpiece. Get the fuck out of here. I got masterpiece, but I can appreciate the Chugs because that's where it comes from.
Yep.
Don't appreciate what the past for the future, and that's what people do these days. Most of these elite Transformers collectors,
and I get that. I mean, again, you like what you get, you collect what you want, and it's awesome, and you have your right to your opinion. Not gonna I'm not trying to take away anybody's opinion on that, but it is just a weird overall just kind of philosophy of like, all right, I'm not gonna classify, but masterpiece is like the new fad. It's the new thing. It's the new thing, and it's been the new thing for a while now. I get it, and it's a good line. I collect it. I'm not saying to not. I'm not saying to. I don't care. Do what you want, but I like what Hasbro's doing. Would I like like Takara, would I like for them to speed up? Sure. Is it weird? Also, you can't deny the fact that all of a sudden these third parties came out of nowhere and decided to create things that we want. I don't give a shit if they're fans. We're fans doing this. Yeah, okay, you're fans and all that. Okay, here's a gold sticker. Good for you. Right. I'm glad for you. But it's nice that we have the options. It's really cool, but it's just it's a odd, weird collecting fandom just because there's no other collecting source that does third party. You don't see G.I. Joe doing third party stuff. You don't see anyone else doing this type of stuff, and on the IPs and whether you're going to classify them as knockoffs, all that type of stuff. I don't care about all that. It's just odd. And it's humorous, but it's also interesting. It really is an interesting topic. to sit there
Yeah,
and
it
just
is.
debate the fuck out of it. I'm like, what
Yeah,
justifies it?
because you see what, and this is
Yeah.
the only reason why third party does so well, because they, they know, Transformer fans will gimme, I want this now, what's that now? I mean, if it's time that Takaro and Hasbro will give you these figures, most likely. But see, the difference between third party and Hasbro and Takaro, we have limitations because we have guidelines that we need to follow,
Mhm.
from licensing issues to trademark issues, because you guys
Mhm.
want like licensed vehicles like Porsche and Nissan and Chevy and all these lines, that have those official vehicles. We need to get those approved. We have to go through all of this, red tape and everything to make this shit happen. Third party doesn't have that. Third party can pump out shit more every day of the week if they want to.
True.
They don't have to follow by those guidelines. And then if they get shut down today, 5 weeks later they come up with a new name and a new company and start all over again. If we were to shut down, that is it for us, because we have to start fresh or they won't let us start fresh.
It
Well,
came-
That's
it's
why
too
third
big.
party has the jump. Yeah, that's why third party has the jump. Now, if they didn't have that, they wouldn't be making the bank as they have. And
Yeah.
that's and people don't realize that. But Transformer fans want it now. If it comes out now, gimme.
damn right.
We're just trying. Yeah, we were trying to. We're trying to like make this fig. We're trying to make it last. That's another reason why we don't pump out so many masterpieces as so fast as these guys does. Because after that, there's life be like what Bobby said earlier. Life after G1. After all these figures is gone, what is left?
Death.
Because the third party just almost released the whole Transformer universe within 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
With everything. They already did Target Master, they're doing Headmaster, they're doing Combiners, and they're redoing other figures all over again. So
Yeah.
after that, what are they gonna do after that?
Well, they
Once
haven't
release
reached
everything so
everything
fast.
yet, but
Not
I will
everything,
say the
but hey,
timetable, though. I will say this: I don't really want to be collecting, and I have the choice. No shit. But when
mhm.
I'm in my 70s and I'm like, oh, but hopefully I'm going to collect and get all my freaking Transformer masterpieces, and it's going to be all done. You
Right.
know?
I
Yeah.
don't think it's gonna be that long. We're not gonna
Yeehaw!
take that long
You know?
we're not gonna take that long to release everything, but
But the
the third
timetable, I mean,
party
we
is
have the
just
conversation every year, like, oh man, how many masterpieces came out official, and then like from fans toys to make toys to all these other, Toy World and all these other, groups and everything. It just seems like, okay, it's a slow roll. It's a back burner just because like, oh, they're doing the Aerobots, we're gonna do the Aerobots. So we had something else planned, but no, we're gonna compete, which is good. Competition's good, but
mhm.
I ain't getting any younger either. And then so like I'll move into something else while I'm waiting and all this type of stuff. And then I'm a classic backtracker and all that. But
Mm.
okay, regardless, let's move on to the Blast of the Past, and we'll
There we go.
we'll talk the shit out of this topic off air. But here we go. Blast of the Past. We will have the link in the description so you can bypass all the banter if you're checking out in video form. And I do appreciate you guys hanging on and going through this. And don't forget, like, subscribe if you haven't. That'd be very much appreciated. But Blast of the Past. Here we go. We're looking at Iron Man. We're looking at
Oh,
the
yeah.
1994 to 1996 animated Iron Man series. 2
Very
seasons,
cool.
26 episodes. This was also part of the Marvel Action Hour that for the second season with Fantastic Four and all that type of stuff. Very
It's good shit, man.
good
That
anime.
first season was so horrible.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't that great. But we got it. But the
Come
toy
on.
line was good.
Yeah, storyline was excellent, and season 2 was good too. Though I gotta get,
Yeah.
they revamped everything that was wrong
So
with the first season.
season 1 didn't really adhere to too many comic book story arcs. It was just it's one and done. Here's the bad guys. We're the good guys. Let's fight. We win. Go home. That's it. Main bad guy was the Mandarin with his little cronies. You had Iron Man with his team, which was based off of ForceWorks, which was the
Forceworks.
Avengers, West Coast Avengers, when they
Mhm.
got disbanded. They said, fuck you, Avengers. We're going to be creating our own group. and we came up with ForceWorks. So they had the team there, and it was corresponding as far as the comic book aspect with that. But they were one and done type of typical hero, good guy, bad guy storylines. It wasn't until season 2 where it changed, where they started to see more comic book characters, comic book story arcs with those characters like Firebrand. You had more with Ultimo. No, Ultimo was in the first season, but Madam Mask. Even with Rhodey, War Machine being having this phobia with being in the suit, that was carried over from the comic books, even from the armor being the modular armor. All that type of stuff.
Yeah, Armor Wars. I think that was season 2 as well.
Oh, season 2, yep.
Yeah.
And then you also got a really kick-ass season 2 song. First season was all synthesized keyboard. This was a rocking guitar. I am Iron Man, and it's. Do yourself a favor and Google it.
And
check it out. I mean, for a cartoon Marvel thing, I mean, was.
That got you hyped up for the show. But when I first watched it. Oh yeah!
You see Tony Stark pounding on that iron, and you see all the Iron Man suits popping up everywhere, and it's just that guitar.
Because that first season music with the organ, it just felt like I was going to church watching Iron Man.
It was just like
it was just so bad. The music, everything was so bad about the first season.
It was like a Sunday cartoon show. Like, hey, did you miss church? Well, here you go. Here's a little bit of Iron Man for you. Like, no. This was a rock and beat, kind of like X-Men, kind of like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
In the 90s, but
it's so good.
Season 2.
Good.
All right. We do have an official release. You can get the DVD version that has the 94 series, which is season 1 and season 2. No Blu-ray as far as I know, but this is the official release right here. And it's dirt cheap if you wanted to check it out. So, all right.
And next year I think it's gonna be on the Disney streaming service, because they're gonna put all the Marvel content that they can get.
Okay.
On that service.
So Spider-Man the animated series probably on there. But one last thing with the Iron Man series, it was kind of odd, but it was actually redone in THX sound quality. That wasn't really heard of for a television series, especially a cartoon. So you have a little bit, better sound and such. So I thought that was pretty cool too. Around
that time, that was pretty much reserved for motion pictures and shit, pretty much. Right?
All right. The music for season 2 was by William Anderson and Anderson Scores and such. They were trying to. They say after the fact, like, oh, they're trying to do that Black Sabbath type of, theme, but it's still thing.
It didn't sound like Black Sabbath to me, but it still was a good music.
Yeah. So here's the cast. This is from season 1. Now, Rhodey, War Machine, was voiced for like a couple episodes by James Avery. You know him as Uncle Phil, or Shredder and such. But then Dorian Harewood took over. You did see the cast from the Iron Man series carry over into the Incredible Hulk, and even carry over into the Spider-Man animated series. Same voice actors and such. So we had Jim Cummings, Ed Gilbert, Robert Hayes, and then Neil Ross, Fin Fang Foom. That's pretty cool. And then second season, Robert Hayes continued on. Jennifer Hale took over as Julia Carpenter, Tom Kane as Homer. And then Ed Gilbert was replaced by Robert Ito as the Mandarin. And Ron Perlman came in as a guest for the Hulk. We did have quite a few guest appearances, which we'll see a little bit later.
Yeah.
Again, this is ForceWorks. Number 1 came out. It's a killer first issue. Oh my God.
So 90s. So 90s.
Yeah, I know.
This had the pop-up cover and such. Again, it was just the West Coast Avengers deciding. They threw their cards away during West Coast Avengers 101 and decided, you know what, we'll do our own thing. U.S. Agent, Spider-Woman, the Julia Carpenter Spider-Woman, Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, and Wonder Man, along with Sentry. This was the introduction of Sentry. All right, here we go. Into the cast. Iron Man. If you happen to have this comic book, you're a lucky son of a bitch. Tales of Suspense 39 came out in 1963. This is the introduction of Iron Man. He lives, he walks, he conquers. The first season of Iron Man, he had more of a mullet, rocking that that hairstyle. But in the second season, he kind of trimmed it up a little bit.
That's what the second season he had. Yeah, he cut it after the first season. That's right.
Yeah. He did change the suit up a little bit. In the first season, he had the mouthpiece that you could see, and then in the second season, it was kind of gone. Again, this was the modular armor where he could just all of a sudden it changes into the Arctic, subterranean, hydro, space, all that type of stuff. Quite convenient.
Yeah, definitely.
So here's like the hydro armor and a pic of the Hulkbuster.
Damn.
And the Hulkbuster was cool. He did take on the Hulk in the first story arc. All right, up next, we have Rhodey in the War Machine armor. Rhodey was introduced in Invincible Iron Man 118, but the War Machine armor was introduced in Iron Man 281. It was the story arc where Tony basically pretended he died and such. And the Spider-Woman, Julia Carpenter, she came out of the Secret Wars number 7. She was the love interest to Tony in the show. She was kind of like
no Pepper Potts around. Yeah.
And the team as a whole worked together in the first season, and then because of what he did at the latter, I'm not going to spoil it, but at the latter, the last episode of season 1, the team basically disbanded and didn't trust Tony anymore.
Yeah.
Spider-Woman here stayed, Rhodey stayed, but Sentry, Hawkeye, especially Hawkeye, had a grudge against Iron Man. And Wanda, who's Wanda Frank, not Wanda Maximoff, which is funny.
Couldn't use that name. Couldn't use that last name.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Hawkeye, Tales of Suspense, 57, 1964, voiced by John Riley. That was cool that he was in there. He basically took the spot of the U.S. agent from Force Works, which was Johnny Walker. 2 different versions, the season 1 of Scarlet Witch and season 2. And she was introduced in X-Men 4. 1968.
Those 90s costumes.
Sentry was a unique character. He had his parallax battle axe. He was kind of a wise, kind of like a Piccolo type character.
Yeah.
It really didn't do anything, in my opinion.
I forgot. Was he a Creed or what kind of alien was he?
I don't.
Anybody remember?
He wasn't. I don't think he was a Kree.
I don't think he was a Kree
I don't
either.
think it was
But
Creed, but
No.
Yeah.
He came from
I gotta
some
look it up.
world, and they. Oh shit! I forgot that. Well, it's in Force Works number 1 here, so go check that out.
I can just check.
It came out in
I'll go back to the wiki.
1994.
Yeah.
And we had some guest appearances of Nick Fury.
yeah.
This is Nick Fury. He was Caucasian
Yes.
back then.
Yep. That was.
My son. I just mentioned that just because of my son, and not trying to be jokingly, but it's just like son's like, we watched this the other day. I'm like, oh, that's Nick Fury. He's like, wait, Nick Fury's not black. He's not African American. It's like, no, they changed that up.
Yeah.
But see, the
Thinking
thing
of the
was,
movie.
like, he was in the
No.
regular Marvel universe. He was white, and then in the Ultimate universe, that's the Samuel L. Jackson character. So
Right.
did they merge the universe and then because Samuel and just forget about black Nick Fury? I mean, white Nick Fury, because I don't remember
Nick
what
Jr.
happened.
I believe is black, isn't he?
Yeah, Nick Fury Jr. is supposed to be the son of I don't know what's going on.
It's very
how they did it, but-
complicated. It's worse than
Yeah.
almost worse as freaking Crisis in DC.
Yes, it is. These DC fixed their shit up after a while.
Yeah, they
but
just
this is-
destroy a universe and like, here we go, we're done. Not trying to
Yeah,
merge
because
the
like Miles
sequels.
Morales was Ultimate Spider-Man. Now he's in the regular Spider-Man verse, in the regular Marvel universe,
Yep.
and it's just this Spider-Verse is just like 50 different Spider-Mans. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it's
okay.
It's hard.
They need to fix it. Yeah.
Dum Dum Dugan was there. Shield. We also got the Hulk in the first season. That was the smarter Hulk, the Dale Keown version that we saw back in the day. The Mandarin, which I don't know. I mean, I'm half Asian. I feel kind of offended. I shouldn't be offended, but Asian characters in cartoons in the 90s, why did they have to be green? I mean, I don't want to be yellow, I guess, because that's too obvious. But green.
No, my take was
why he was green.
My take, I thought he died and he got resurrected by the rings or something. That's why he was green, or Fing Fang Foom or some shit like that.
I know, but here's why I say Asian characters. The Mandarin is green. James Bond Jr., Dr. No, Asian character, is green. Ming from Defenders of the Earth is green.
But Ming was an alien, though.
I know, but still, isn't it kind of weird?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Yeah. Ming was an alien, but they gave him Asian features. Did you ever notice that about Ming?
Yeah, I know. So is the Hulk Asian? That's what I want to know.
The Hulk Jr. is Asian, though, right? Isn't the new Hulk Jr. Asian? What was it? Something Chow? He's Chinese, so hey, maybe they're onto something.
I don't know. It's kind of weird, but we got the Mandarin here, which was the main bad guy in the first season, and then he really didn't do a lot in season 2. He was basically just a cameo at the very end, finding his rings and such because of the carryover from the first season. But I will say the one and done was gone. Season 2, they did actually have a continuing story arc. They would play back to certain episodes, like you remember when this happened, that happened, and this happened. So that was nice.
Yeah.
To create this world, but they really didn't focus on character development though as much. So to learn who Sentry was, or we want to know about Whiplash or Blizzard or Whirlwind or whatever, or Blacklash. So Tales of Suspense number 50, 1964 was the introduction of the Mandarin. We got everyone's favorite MODOK here. This picture is just classic. I love this episode. It's in the baby carriage.
This is one of the funkiest characters I've ever seen. God, great.
The mechanized organism designed only for killing. Only for killing. How nice.
Only for killing.
He haven't done much killing, as you notice.
Yeah,
I know. That's kind of funny. Oh, gosh.
Tales of Suspense. Number 94, 1967. The introduction of him. This was a made-for-cartoon character, Hypnotia.
Yeah.
So she was basically the henchman's kind of eye candy. I know a lot of them were for some reason.
You gotta love the 90s.
Yeah. We had Dread Knight, which he was only in season 1. I don't remember him in season 2.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So he was introduced in Invincible Iron Man 101. He was in a cameo that came out in 1977. The Frankenstein issue. Whirlwind. Everyone's favorite salad tosser.
He's
Tales to Astonish, number 50. It was great when he was finally linked to the Masters of Evil.
Yeah.
By himself. Yeah. And it was funny, he was called the Human Top in the very beginning. Then
the Human Top with a tear. A Whirlwind's much better.
Well, remember DC Rogues, Flash's Rogues Gallery, he's got the top. So I think that's why they had to kind of change that up a little bit.
And it was better.
We got the Blizzard here. He was actually Jack Frost when he was first introduced, but then in Invincible Iron Man 86, they changed his name to Blizzard.
Once again, another upgrade.
Much
better.
My icy powers has frozen your armor solid, Iron Man. All right. Looks like he needs to get a...
Blizzard was a pretty cool
Inferno
one, man. I like that. I mean, he had ice powers.
And it was because of the mask, too.
Yeah, the mask looks cool. It almost has a Spider-Man look to it, you know?
Yep.
Yes, it does.
But I will admit, he looks like a male Dove character from DC, like Hawk Dove.
He does look like Dove from Hawk the Dove, with the mask. Yeah,
Yep.
I can see it.
Yep.
But he was more of a serious character than compared to Captain Cold and Mr. Freeze back then.
Yeah.
But then when the animated series actually gave Mr. Freeze original upgrade and changed it to more of a serious character, then that was different. Yeah, but
all right, we have Whiplash or Blacklash here.
Yeah.
He was introduced as the Invincible Iron Man 146, not to be confused with Whiplash, Anton Vanko from the Crimson Dynamo. Grey Gargoyle, season 1. Journey into Mystery, 107 was his introduction. So a good cast of villains. Living Laser here from Avengers 34 back in the day. He was only in season 1. And then everyone's favorite Dragon, Fin Fang Boom, Strange Tales 89.
That figure I did for Marvel Legends for Toy Biz was such an undertaking. Oh my god.
Yeah, I bet.
That to this day is still one of the largest waves to create that stinking dude.
What a undertaking. Oh my god.
But it's an impressive figure once you get them all put together and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was worth it in the end, but it was just a pain in the ass.
And then you got some dragons.
Yeah.
That he wanted to release his brethren. Part of the whole rings and such with Mandarin and all that. I'm not going to spoil too much. It is a series that's worth seeing. It's only 26 episodes. You can rifle through 26 episodes or 26 minutes or so. Crimson Dynamo. Saw him a couple times. Tales of Suspense 46. It's time for Anthony Stark to become Iron Man. Once again, I pray this will not be my final battle. Speaking in third person. Cool. Titanium Man.
Yep, that's how they did it.
This was pretty cool. Little gremlin dude in there. Little guy, at least in the comic books. And such. But he actually turned good. Madam Mask.
Yeah.
Invincible Iron Man 17.
Madam Mask.
Justin Hammer. I have Invincible Iron Man 120. This was my first Iron Man that I got back in the day.
It's cool.
Yep.
Good first one too.
I was like, oh, this looks pretty good. Yeah. Obviously, I didn't buy it back in 1978, but I went to a comic book shop and it was only like a couple bucks. Like, I'll buy it because I love the fact still only 35 cents. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Granted, back then you could do a collect call for 25 cents, but my son's like, collect call. What do you mean collect call? What is that? Yeah. You see those payphones over there? Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what you used to be able to do. If you can find them now.
That's funny, Jay. My kids are the same way. They're fascinated with the whole idea that there was actually phones that you put money into, and
we also had the Ghost. He's from Iron Man 219. That was a good character.
That is one figure I currently haven't worked on that I would love to do.
Really?
Yeah, I like the Ghost.
Yeah. Didn't we got a Ghost though, didn't we, in the San Diego Comic-Con Thunderbolt set? With Luke Cage? Didn't we? It doesn't look like this. No. Obviously, it's more modern.
No.
But
yeah.
I thought we got a Ghost.
No, not this version. No, not this version.
Yeah, not this looking, but it was more modern.
I think there may be.
But yeah, I would love to have this version.
Goddamn figures.
All clear too.
Oh, it's definitely got the classic.
Yeah. Firebrand.
Like
Anarchy. But yep.
Yeah.
It was interesting. He was another casualty of the scourge of the cleansing. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I love that.
They love putting some.
We need a clean house. How are we gonna do it? Just kill them all. Okay.
Yep.
And get rid of them. He was
going back and reading the official death of the Marvel Universe and seeing some of these bad guys like, oh, and the death was by death by the skirt, death by the skirt. Like, what the hell happened here?
Death by what?
He was.
It was Marvel's ethnic cleansing.
Yeah, eradication, my friend.
So.
And they were supposed to be the badass villains, and they all got shot so easily. Out of nowhere. They'll be coming home. And like one villain, I forgot which villain it was. One villain that I'm ordering a pizza. Oh, here comes the pizza guy. Open the door. They got shot. That was it.
It's kind of funny. You've seen him survive a whole bunch of other shit, right? And that's how they go out. It's like, damn.
By ordering a pizza.
Yeah.
And it's not even like the Punisher. It's just this organization.
It's it's
just like, holy shit, they're just offing people like crazy.
Yeah.
It's funny. We got to see the Beetle, which was in the Armor Wars.
Boy. Fucking cool,
that was
dude.
cool.
My favorite villains right there, man. It's a bad motherfucker right there.
We also got to see like Stingray. He was in an episode with the Armor Wars.
Stingray is a good character. He was
a good guy too. He wasn't a villain. He was just an Air Force pilot. And Tony's like, I don't care. Good guy, bad guy. You ain't copyright my infringement. Zoink took his shit.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I kind of took him for a bad guy because I felt like he kind of made him like a. Tony treated him like a.
Tony was on a vendetta.
Yeah, he did. He was on
like
the
one who had his armor tech. Even the guardsmen at the vault, he went after.
Yeah, he went after.
They were good guys too. Everybody.
He had. I remember that book. He had to take out Steve Rogers to do that.
Yep. The captain, when he was in his that disguise, was like, "Okay, Tony, you need to stop this." Like, nope. But then he finally did. I mean, that was the whole Silverion, the red and silver suit, and then at the end of that that whole series, then comes back the red and gold. He's reborn when really, come on, it's Tony in the damn suit. No, this is Iron Man. This is someone different. Stop messing with us.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, moving into the toys. Toy Biz did a great job. The toys were fantastic, and you'll see why. They had this gimmick where you got to plug all the vac metal chrome armor bits onto the actual figures, and then you can mix and match too if you got some other ones and such if you really wanted to. So
modular armor.
Yep. So this is awesome. This is wave 1, which came with the regular Iron Man with the plasma cannon missile launcher. I did wish that he didn't have the mouth thing on there. It's because at the time he didn't have that in the book.
Right.
Yeah.
You got the Hydra armor with deep sea weapons. Ooh.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. You also got the War Machine, which was a really nice looking figure.
Yeah.
Again, you had more than 5 points of articulation. You had the added in elbow joints and knee joints, so you had 90-degree posing. No waist and all that, but still, for the figures, really nice.
I mean, Toy Biz, revolutionized the articulation in action figures because everything was your 5 points of articulation. But after, the 90s with the second wave of the X-Men and Spider-Man waves, you got better sculpt, you got better articulation.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I just never know why they didn't go the route of, you have the real American hero, swivels, joints, fantastic articulation.
It was
carried over.
Copyright. It was a copyright thing. That's why they couldn't do it that way with the Owen style of articulation. So yeah,
that sucks. Up next is
which is funny that Hasbro stole it from Mego. That's a different story.
Spider-Woman with her psionic web hurling action. Essentially, she can fling webbing over her head, or all that. Each one of these figures came with a kind of a clip type of bio card. If you have someplace like a shirt pocket, you could clip it on or whatever. It was interesting. It's a nice little added feature. such spell. The Mandarin here had light up power rings.
This is a cool figure.
And you know what's the
I
good
remember
thing
fighting.
about a lot of these figures, that the Toy Biz figures, a lot of them age pretty well to this day. You
Yeah.
can see a lot of
Yeah.
figures, Toy Vintage line, and like, you know, they
Yeah.
haven't aged well over time just for the sculpt and the looks. But the Toy Biz ones, man, you can still have some good usage with them today.
Oh yeah, I will. Yeah, I agree with that. The only downside, is that they were not in scale with each other as far as the series, which was kind of sad.
Yeah.
But other than that, though, I mean, think about it. You went from the Marvel superheroes that we looked at last week to now you're looking at, you know, more specific lines like Iron Man. We'll be taking a look someday at Fantastic Four, and then, you know, we already looked at Spider-Man and X-Men, and then, you know, you could venture into the Avengers lineup. They had their own, you know, toy line and all that type of stuff. We also have Blacklash in the Wave 1. Whip action. Not surprising there. Bray Gargoyle with rock throwing, stone hurling action. Get off my lawn! And then moving into Series 2, we have the Iron Man Silverion look, which I always like this look for some reason. The hologram armor.
Pretty neat.
Yeah. And that's the next wave, the Series 2 wave really made a jump with the sculpting, and
See.
yeah, that was more of a impressive line to me.
Yeah.
Especially the stealth one was one of my favorites.
I mean, my favorite looks to Iron Man were the more metallic looks. You know what I mean? Whenever you can make it colors where he looked more metallic looking, that was just awesome.
Yeah.
That whole line, all of the Iron Man suits were metallic, had that vacuum chrome look on it.
Yeah, they were, which is really awesome because it worked, you know?
Yep. And even if you didn't have the armor bits, you still had an Iron Man suit in a way.
Right.
So you could still, there's still playability and all that type of stuff. And then you could always buy another one and mix and match and all that, which was really cool. Again, kind of like Centurion's not, but you know, playability.
Yeah.
So yeah, stealth armor with flight action module. Basically, he's got a zip line on the back. Whee, up and down. Space
Pretty
armor
awesome.
with power lift space pack.
Yeah.
Isn't bad. Along in with Series 2. In Series 2, the package art also changed. It's the stealth armor Iron Man on the package art. The Season 1, we actually just had the modular. Let's see here. So we're looking at Hawkeye, which is cool. He actually had an actual bow that worked. It actually had a string. You put the arrow inside the hole right there, pull back, and it actually did, you know.
It was like a bungee cord type string that had on that bow. They gave it the torque that it needed. Yeah.
And he also came with a knife. It's cool. Now he didn't have the articulation, unfortunately. He did have a swivel in the elbow over here. This arm did not have any posability, but he did still have the knee joints. I had most of these back in the day. MODOK here.
This is a goober. I love it though.
This is just sad if you got this for your birthday or you got it for Christmas. Like, oh man, I can't wait. I got MODOK. Man.
Yeah, but now people will love to have that figure, right?
Oh, sure. No,
yeah.
Yeah,
hey,
but before,
I liked him. I just thought he was such a goober. That's all. It was great though.
But and I love the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure. That was classic.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And then we also got Blizzard. He was a little bit harder to find.
Yeah.
His figure.
Where did I find him at? I think I got this because I had some of these figures and I sold them when I sold off my collection in the 90s. I probably didn't get as much money as I should have gotten for him. But I found him, I think at a KV.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, what? Oh, cool. Because I liked Blizzard. Yeah, I was like, it's badass. So,
yeah, I never found him, unfortunately. I found him, Whirlwind, which is cool. You twirl him around, or you spin him, and then there's a button on the back that he releases the figure.
Oh yeah, like the wind up kind of action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, that's awesome, man.
Arms were
Gimmicks.
really loose because of that, so you should have that spin action, but he still had the articulation in the elbow.
That's cool. The gimmicks are neat, man. When
Yeah.
they work, they don't interrupt, the normal movement. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. All right, moving into Series 3, the armor changed again to the Arctic suit. We have Tony Stark here with his armor-carrying suitcase.
Badass, dude. Look at that.
So that's pretty nice. And then you can see in conjunction, you had the Fantastic Four back in the day also and all that.
Yeah.
Which is cool. The Hulkbuster came out in Series 3 also. This came out in 95. Series 2 and 3 came out in 95. Series 1 was 94.
I remember this before. This was the figure my son, when he was a baby, he got a hold of this. He got a hold of this figure. I had it in the packaging, but he got it out of the packaging. Gnawing on this thing, man. My Hawkbuster had like teeth marks all over there. I said, "Well, here, have it now," and I'm not gonna do with it. So I just find all the little pieces, and just kind of put them away somewhere, and we couldn't get them. But so yeah, he used this figure as a teething ring.
I had that happen to me once. Back when the Masters of the Universe Classics line, it was just a year old, and I got into it. And it was like maybe just, I don't know. I just moved into this house, and I'm like, all right, I wanted to get into this because I'm like, okay, the classic. I got He-Man. I'm like, all right, got He-Man. This is the first edition, so he had the the pink around the eyes. Had him open. I put him on like a shelf somewhere in the living room, but it was low enough that my son could get to, and he's like, at that teething age. He went and got that power sword, and I guess he was using it as a toothpick. I don't know, but he was just going to town on that thing, trying to get whatever that was stuck in there. And I go back into that room, and I'm like looking. I'm like, what the hell? What happened? And I just see it's all chewed up. I'm like, oh my god!
Like, damn! It's amazing what they can do when they got a couple little teeth, man. They'll work.
Beavers.
Yeah, and they got some sharp teeth with those.
So, yep. Sure enough, I had to buy another He-Man, which sucked because they were getting a little harder to find. And
right.
that everything now has to be up at a certain level.
Yeah, that was the lesson I learned, that I need to put my stuff away.
This is sad. All right, up next is the Iron Man Arctic armor with removable armor and launching claw action.
Oh, bad.
Ooh.
Nice.
And then we got Sentry.
Cool.
Oh yeah, the Arctic.
Yeah, I never had the Arctic. I didn't get this one.
All right. Did you have Sentry with cape and battle staff?
I would have liked to have had Sentry. It's pretty cool.
Is the little knee pads actually pop off, if I remember correctly. I think I lost those back in the day. The parallax axe was pretty cool. He had a cloth cape, but he looked like some dude that was like zombified, like shriveled up. That character. Now, this is one that I would love to have found, but this was a foreign release. This is U.S. Agent. He wasn't in the TV show, but he was part of ForceWorks, so they decided to make a figure. They later used this mold for the Astral Plane Professor X, part of the X-Men wave. But yeah, this would have been nice.
This would have been cool. I would have liked the fact that too.
Yep.
Oh, man.
We got Dread Knight here. Comes with his removable cape, a lance that you can fire as a projectile, and then his shield. Titanium Man, this was one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was one of mine too.
Bulky dude, which is nice.
Titanium Man.
And then moving into the last series, this is Series 4, came out in 96. Here is Iron Man Inferno armor, excuse me. This is the one I love because he had no mouth opening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. I always did like that helmet design where the red would come up further. And...
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
He also has subterranean armor with excavation equipment.
Yeah, I love the drills with it. Yeah, that was my favorite.
Pretty awesome.
Yep.
The coloring of it was really cool too, man. It's just wicked.
Yeah.
This one was my favorite as far as the looks, the samurai armor.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was my
typical looking
favorite.
Iron Man thing.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, cool. And then we had War Machine 2. So an upgraded version of Rhodey's armor.
Yeah, it had the double spring missiles.
And then Crimson Dynamo to round them out, which was nice.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So this thing kind of
They
falls
guys-
out, but it's nice.
They made a lot of figures. I'm pretty impressed. Damn.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they could have made a Beetle.
More
They
than
could
I
have
thought
made
they
some other guys to correspond, but for what we got, I think it was good.
I think most of what I had was from series 1 and 2, and I think after that I didn't really mess with that. I didn't get too many things out of that, so it's hard for me to remember, man. Jesus, I just remember selling a lot of them, and I didn't make my money back. So
It was nice that we got a female character also in Spider-Woman. It would have been even cooler if we got
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch, but
Yeah.
no, sure.
no shit.
Scarlet Witch would have been a cool one.
Yeah.
Oh well. We also got some Walmart 2-pack exclusives. We had the Mandarin teamed up with the Silver Surfer. Got an exclusive bonus pin. You also had the first edition of Iron Man with the modular armor with Doctor Doom. That right there is a good set. I mean, those
Yes,
two
it is.
characters.
Mm-hmm.
I
We
mean,
also got
Doctor Doom is just such a classic.
Oh yeah. And I've always liked Doctor Doom taking on Iron Man for some reason. At least as a kid.
I think it's awesome. It's like
Never
An armor for his own Doom armor, you know.
Yeah, and they had the King
So-
Arthur, going back in time and all this other
In
story
time,
arcs and such.
yeah.
But it would have been cool to see that. I get the Mandarin because Mandarin was anti-technology, and obviously he's going to take on the dude who's all about technology, so it worked. But
Yeah.
that's the staple. But other 2-packs, you got Mr. Fantastic with his nice stretchy arms, with Iron Man Hydro armor, and then you got the Thing with War Machine. And then if you missed out on those, mainly KB toy stores and other specialty shops had the Marvel Universe line, which was just repackaging of older figures that were released in Iron Man, X-Men, all that. So you could get the Iron Man again. And I thought this was pretty cool because the package has a heart right around him.
Yeah.
So that's like interesting.
Right around the artificial heart.
And then you could see it in other series also, like the Overpower. Do you guys remember the Overpower card game?
No card game, yeah. So again, late '90s.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the Knight Armor Iron Man. Also in this series, you got an Adam Warlock, and then later on there was a Captain Marvel and all that type of stuff too. All right, dragons,
cool
wing
looking.
flapping action, fin fang foom, looking pretty good. Knee articulation. How about his bro, the gold dragon, Arius, Oregon, silver dragon.
Man, they did all that's awesome, man. Damn, I would have loved to have had these.
As seen on the Marvel Action Hour. And they also did an Iron Man projector. We saw the X-Men one and some of the Spider-Man ones, but they also did the Iron Man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's so cool.
And then if you wanted
missed
the
Toys
10-inch deluxe edition figures, which essentially was just capturing the littler guys. Oh, and the other figures I forgot to mention, they're a 4-inch scale, 4.5 inch. They're not 3 3/4 inch, but they're not quite 6 inch either. They're like in that in between stage. So I would call them adolescent scale. But there you go. So you have the 10-inch fully posable deluxe editions. You got Iron Man, you got War Machine, Mandarin, and then you got Tony Stark with his techno suit. And then you also got the space armor. And that's it. That's the Iron Man series.
Right.
And cartoon, everything else. Good series, good toy line. And readily available. That's the one thing I liked also back in the day is like you could watch an episode and go to your, Walmart, Target, or Toys R Us and find what you're looking for. Maybe Blizzard and some of those kind of more obscure characters, but if you wanted an Iron Man, it's there. All that type of stuff. So it was really cool. And it's a good series. In my opinion. All right. So that's it. So unless you guys have something else to talk, we'll talk afterwards. Talk some secrets and all that other type of stuff. Shout out to the birthday boys, Dust and Brink, having their Sausage Fest 2018. I'm just kidding. No, happy birthday and have fun.
Yeah, happy birthday, Dust.
Fun at Dustapalooza, guys.
So
for real.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Do it big, Dust.
So, all right, we will go into some outros here. Charles, where can people find you and give us a fun factoid about yourself?
Yeah.
You can find me on Instagram at Optimus4Prez.
All right. Damn, no factoid. One of these days, I'm going to say that. It's like, fun factoid. I have 6 toes on one foot. No, I'm just kidding. Something weird. All right. So, Agent H, appreciate you being on.
My pleasure. I miss coming on in this show. You guys let me rant and rave about anything and everything.
Totally cool. Where can people find you, man?
They can send all their hate mail on Instagram at Guys, and also lurking in the ROC group here and there. And Facebook, if I add you, most likely I won't if you're elitist. But you can find me as Monday there too. So anyway, again, it's been a great time, and thank you for having me on.
Oh, no problem, man. That's fun. Russ, I liked your rant the other day. I forgot to tell you that. I watched that. It was good. No, it wasn't a rant. It was your top.
That was my top 5.
Your top 5 and all that type of stuff.
I got lots of ridicule for a couple of those choices, but
I'm just saying that some of your choices was just like, why didn't was it released in 2007, in 2018, or whatever?
Yeah, but I got it. Okay, I got it when I got. Guess I counted when I got
it. just say,
my rant is on the Battle Convoy. It's Diaclone. It came back, it was around the 80s, but. That thing just,
but it sucked.
It sucked ass because it's not the Optimus Prime that we know. No.
Then I said, well, I could have probably put the Sunstreaker, on my top, but technically I'm not getting the Sunstreaker until 2018. So
but you pre-ordered it in 2017 though, right? And you paid for it in 2017.
Dude, I pre-ordered that bitch when it first went up for pre-order. I got it.
Exactly. I'm saying it's a 2017 purchase. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was a good though.
But I loved your video. Yeah.
Triptychon being on there, Coulter being on there. I mean, those are some good picks. Broadside, obviously not your favorite. So if you have any extra broadside, send them to Russ. So where can people find you, Russ, so they can send you that broadside?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even telling anyone where that is. What sucks about that is I really thought that would be a good figure. I had faith in it. I really wanted it to be because I like Broadside. I thought it was cool. And maybe it's the one I have is worse than others. I don't know. But it was just terrible, man. I'm looking at it right now and I'm going, fuck, you suck.
Get out of my home now.
You're like the only person who didn't like that broadside, Russ. It's like everybody else is telling me they like the broadside. I mean, aesthetically, it looks. I don't.
I think it's the QC things with mine, man. It's. I think I got the one that just doesn't want to do shit, man. Doesn't want to hold together. It's floppy. It's just dreadful, man. So I don't know. Hey, sometimes that happens. What can you do?
Mm-hmm.
You put out a rant video. That's what you do.
Yeah, pretty much. You just you put it as your worst figure.
I know.
Somebody give me shit about saying how can you put third party and Hasbro figures on your list together? They should be separate. I said, let me tell you something, dude. Come here.
They're figures. They're all the same.
For
they're
real.
the same
Exactly.
genre.
It's my list anyway, so
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks for the
whatever.
Yeah, I was like, thanks for the view. Thank you.
Thank you. Here's the door. Bye bye.
Yeah, man. It was, I've never done it before. It's my first time doing it. So I was like, everyone else is doing it. I'm going to do it too.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Let's go. All right. So again, where can people find you at so we can send you that process?
Oh, okay. Well, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And, I like James said, I do a little bit of ranting on YouTube every now and then. I think I'm going to do one on podcasting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I guess there's a couple. I'm gonna start a fight. I'm gonna go pick a fight with some people.
Jeez. I'm gonna get lit and I'm gonna just start recording. I'm just gonna blast you, man. Yeah.
But yeah. I like to do that just to fuck with people, which you can find me here on every Saturday. I'm in the house. This is my home, and that's it.
All right. Trent, what are you doing?
You can find me. Hey, what's up? Yeah, you can find me Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Trent5.
Nice. Awesome. And you can find me, Victory Saber 77 on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that type of stuff. I'm throwing out reviews out there just for shits and giggles.
Like the cloud one. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the cloud figure. That was cool.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll get into other stuff, but it's stuff that I just want. I don't edit my videos. It's just point, shoot, go, and then that's it. I'm done. If I fuck up at the end of it, I'm like, shit. I gotta go.
And that's the way I like it because I mean, if you're doing an unboxing, if you're doing a review, it should be totally unfiltered, mistakes and all,
Yes.
Don't try to be perfect. It should be that way because you're getting the full experience of a figure, like how you actually going to unbox it and play with it well.
Yeah.
That's why I like your reviews a lot. And so I hope you do some more again, like you did before.
Yeah.
Darius likes it pure.
Well, I mean, I do too. I don't want any of the fluff and not knocking anyone. Do your reviews the way you want and all that, and your fan base will like them, whatever. But I just pop, go, boom, done. I don't want any more.
I hear you.
I'm not going to put anything else in it. But yeah, definitely. Don't forget, check out all the other Cool Table Network shows. Remember to like and subscribe. Hit the like button right now for this. If you enjoyed the content, I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget ETR this Monday, along with Breaking the Mold Tuesday, Figure Banging Thursday, and Stasis Lock on Wednesday, building up to it on Friday mornings. Nerd Rage Radio. We got Shattercast Uncut. Hopefully, I didn't forget them in the beginning. I might have. I don't think I did. But Toy Detox and everyone else, Fresh Communications, everyone. So I do appreciate that. That's it. We'll be back next week. Be fun.
Oh yeah.
Should be fun. Should be good. We got New York Comic Con, our New York Toy Fair coming up.
Toy Fair, yes, sir.
Looking forward to
That's gonna be a ass burn.
That's
marathon, brother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna the night we do that show, I'm taking a nap. Before that, I'm getting ready.
I will try not to have it so long. I think last year we set the record at almost 6-7 hours.
6 hours, yeah, man.
Good Lord.
That was pretty sad. Hey, you were there, Trent. So
Yeah.
you will be on this one. We are the Iron Men of the podcasting.
Right.
Man, I'm gonna have to drink have to give me some pre-workout for that one.
So if the Cool Table Network ever needs a marathon, telethon type of scenario, we are the team to do it. We can go all hours. We can keep going.
Bob,
Get your coffee and Red Bull ready, gentlemen.
You're gonna get a phone call from Skullface. He's gonna be like, "I need you guys. You guys are the team to do this.
I need 15 hours of you guys. Like, we can do it. We can do it.
Damn right. The long term.
Full 8-hour coverage live with Victory Saber 77.
There you go. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun.
All right. We are done.
Later.